Any game that allows you to build from the Stone Ages gets me excited. And this game is no different. It has a pretty awesome free-flowing build system, a cool research system, and most importantly, increasing attacks I need to deal with. This is Humanica, the game that takes you through the Stone Ages, all the way through and into the Iron Age. It's awesome, but don't take my word for it. Let's get stuck in and see what it's all about. Alrighty, I think this is what we're going with. Welcome in to Humanica. We are the very start of human civilization, and we're going to build around, well, not too far away from the wood, but we're going to place our town hall over here. I'm not putting in the, what's it called? The tutorial, because I did start it off somewhat, so I'm going to get going. And this is a cool little colony sim, to be fair, that I've given a good hour or so to learn it, and I'm very excited to actually have a go. So there's certain things we're going to want, and there's sticks and stones to get started until we start unlocking the tools. But one of the very first things is going to be said bonfire, and we're going to need a few of these. I'll just get 2 to start. We'll hit play to let them kind of continue, and then we'll need to get houses and stuff. So just running over everything really quickly. We start with the town hall. You start with 6 settlers. We've got happiness, food, chance of enemy attack, prosperity. And prosperity, think Dawn of Man, I would probably say, is the closest kind of game. We've got this whole technology tree that goes all the way down to like iron. So from Paleolithic to the Iron Age, which is exciting. We've got the global maps. You do go out exploring on the map as well. We'll get into that once we get into it. We've got laws, which I can't do yet, and annual plans, which is another thing, and then population statistics. But we're going to get the very, very basics up of certain things. Now, honestly, I don't see anything. Okay, we've got some deer over that way. I'm just looking at the map. The art style is really cool as well. You can zoom all the way in. And you can skip straight through the nights, which I love, because not many colony sims let you actually just do that. So, to get started, I mean, with the sticks and stones, we're going to be good. We only have 10 apples. Now, there are fruits and stuff, so if you click the food gatherer, you'll see them on the map. So I will set some to be grabbed here. We're actually not looking that good food-wise, so we'll grab a little bit up. There's a good bit of berries there. That'll do for now, so I won't build the hunter because I think that'll last. But we will get the pelt dryers and stuff up, and some housing. So housing itself is dirt cheap. Just 1 pelt. We've only got 10 to start, but we'll have houses at least for these. And where should we house them? Should we go down here? Let's start a bit of a block this way. We'll go for the 6 houses there. For the 6 that we've got every day at the moment, we'll get 1 in, so we've got to be careful. And then we haven't got any of the other things unlocked, so it's just about getting some of the basics done. And we'll get a couple of starting stockpiles as well. We'll probably just chuck 2 down there, and then we'll move on to the bigger storages afterwards. There's quite a few berry bushes there as well, actually, so we're not too bad. And what I did see is we've got water this way, so as we explore further out on the map, hopefully we'll get some fish down here as well. And in order to unlock, you'll see we've already unlocked storages, but if you click on it, it tells you the required resources, but some things require you to actually create certain things as well. So here, in order to get pelt clothing, you've got to unlock 16 pelts. So we will need hunting, actually, now that I think about it, because if we don't, we're going to struggle. So we're getting a couple of pelt dryers as well. Let's put them over here this way. And at first, you've got to manually set the creation as well. And then extraction will get Hunter's Hut. And we want it to fit this zone. So I'll probably go somewhere kind of central. We'll be able to chop down the trees and mine and stuff eventually. But right now we can't. And let's zoom through after we grab all this. The campfires are up, so they've got somewhere to eat. And the little houses coming in, look. And each one you can control, so I can right-click now, get them to fight and all that sort of stuff. We'll get the equipment and clothing on them. And this is made by a singular dev who did reach out to me, so I thought I'd give it a bash. And yeah, I quite like what you have so far. There it is, the first couple of houses coming in. So you eventually can enact this law, the claim of empty houses, so they'll automatically go in. But until you get your prosperity up, you can't do certain things. Everything is manual. So you slowly kind of improve that. Now, resource piles, you can obviously set what you want on each, so you can have equipment, but this is kind of the scope of what you can end up getting in there. But at the moment, I'll just have them as kind of dumping grounds. Let's end out our very first day. So you can click this top button, it'll take you straight into the morning, because they don't do anything at night. And we got a new settler, so we're up to 7, and you'll see our prosperity is now starting to go up, which is awesome. Storage-wise, we are going to go ahead and explore this to get our bigger storages in straight away. So we're going to need to gather up some more stone. But what I am going to need to do is probably high priority the hunter's hut for now, just because I want to get it moving. And then pelt dryers will obviously queue them up because we have to manually do it. Eventually you can right-click that, but you need endless crafting lore. Just going to grab all these bits of stone because we're going to need those. I'm just looking around the map for any more. And as you hover over, it does show, so it's quite handy for where the trees are, right? We can grab a few more. And eventually we'll be able to automate all of that, so tree cutting and everything. And now we've got everyone bar one housed, so we're going to keep that thing moving. We're going to get one more. Actually, let's get two more, so we've got enough for tomorrow. But this one is what we need to get built, which is coming in. And then this will auto-assign, so they'll be doing that, but we're not going to have them straight away. I'll probably get 3 people hunting, because we need those pelts to get the tree unlocked. And let's go into day 3. Technology-wise, we have stone tools, so we're going to explore that one. And this one is awesome because with the stone tools, we'll get the primitive workshop. And this thing, let's put it about, we want housing to come here, so we don't want to go too far. Let's actually put it next to the town hall. And what we're going to do is set this one up then to craft spears, stone knives, that sort of thing. So it speeds up the gathering process. And what, if you remember, we did unlock storage. So now we have storage tents, which do cover from the old elements as well, which is nice. So we're going to start maybe one over this way, and then we'll get one down this way. And it's worth keeping an eye on the technology because obviously food processing, if we get that raw meat from hunting, will unlock as well. And the plan is we're going to take it all the way to the Iron Age. And here comes our first attack. I forgot to say this, you do get attacked. So we have a couple of rabid wolves coming. We'll be fine. You click this button down here, and that'll get them ready by the town hall to battle. I'll give them a second longer. Just for now. And it looks like these guys we might need to get in, but they are going to kill that bison there. So hitting them with their wooden clubs. You might need to come back, guys. You see as they're running off into the distance, look, it is uncovering the land. I want to let them kill it, but we've got to be careful. The wolves aren't that strong. It's when you start getting a little bit later on. They do get quite deadly, but I wouldn't mind them getting this bison first because we need the leather. And we've got some deep copper vein over here. Copper ore. Oh, that's copper ore that we can collect, actually, surface-wise. There we go, and they'll drag it across, all 3 of them dragging the bison. It's cool, man. And we'll fight these guys off, hopefully. Yeah, so we can select them all now. We can control them. Now that, remember, they've only got sticks, so we're going to just auto-set them in until we get some in range there. But they should be fine. Ideally, you don't want anyone dying quite early on, but this is going to be extra meat anyway, which is nice. So if we click it, look, you can butcher them up. And the hunters should go and do that anyway. You know what I'm going to do? The hunters, I'm going to go to 4. I think it's a good idea. We're already finishing this day, though. It didn't take long, did it? And there's food processing. Let's unlock that one. And let's skip to day 4. Right, we're still building the storage tents. So ideally, we want one to be pure food once it's done. But as you can see, there isn't too much that we can get here. We're going to be constantly fighting until we get to the next tier. We're going to have to keep putting in the small primitive tents, unfortunately. But they don't take long. I just don't like that it uses the pelts this early on. But it is August, so we need to prepare. Each day, I believe, is a month. And we did unlock the food dryers, didn't we? So we can preserve a bit more. So let's go ahead and stick a couple of food dryers here next to these food piles. I'm going to try and keep everything close enough early on as well, so we haven't got to be running around like lunatics. There we go. Food dryers are done, so I'm going to set continually on the meat until we get those unlocked. Actually, we've got prosperity, so what we're going to come in is show you these laws. We're going to claim of empty homes. So we're going to approve that one. That'll cost us 40, but what that does mean is that they'll automatically assign to the houses, so I no longer need to click it. And then we've got this one called Endless Crafting, which we need 390 prosperity. That's when we can indefinitely set one dryer to be meat, one dryer to be berries. So you can do it dried fruits here, look. And as we've got 15 apples, I'm going to set those just in queues for now. And into day 5. Yeah, it is monthly, so September, with the temperature is dropping. We need to get on these clothing, man. Pelt clothing, we need 2 more pelts and then 4 total to get them. Once the storage tents are in, though, we're good. There's something else you can do whilst they're waiting around, but what we need to consider is stone and sticks. And you can pick straight off the trees, but it's easier to grab these piles early on. I'm just going to go ahead and do something like that. And then we'll grab sticks from around. We're going to need so many sticks once the tools come in anyway. I'm actually going to reduce the storage tent priorities down. Now that I think about it, I can just stuff in a couple of normal little stockpiles for the time being, just in case. And there we go. Primitive workshop coming in, so we should be able to get those tools in. Mainly the hunting ones to make that a lot quicker, because they are going further afield, and it's taking them a little bit longer. And there we go. We'll assign someone to the primitive workshop. Like I say, you're going to just have to manually do this for now. As we have 4 hunters, I'm going to grab in 4 stone spears, and then we'll go for some stone knives afterwards. And then a couple of axes. And the axes will allow us to chop down the trees to make room for where we want to build. And I'll probably start with these 3 down here. But yeah, once those spears are in, the hunting is going to be so much easier. Now that one has got out of range, so we might need to go a bit further afield then. Don't know if they migrate in, so let's maybe put it up this end. We'll get that high priority. It's the end of the day, but I'm just going to double check here. So all we need is 2 pelts now to unlock the technology, and then we'll be into the Mesolithic era. We're going to disassemble that one, so we'll get the resources back, and we'll carry on with these guys. Then we'll use those to just kind of help us. Look at that. Pelt clothing. We're going to need to get those moving, man. We only start with a few, and it is getting colder. There it is. Pelt clothing. Boom. Problem is just getting pelts right now. So Taylor Hut requires 2. We'll get this one nice and close. Actually, let's put this down here by storage. There we go. Hunter's Hut coming in over this way, so we should be better. What you can obviously do is grab everyone. So we're on 9 people. If I drag, select these people, you can just right-click the animal. Go kill it as well. And there we go. First storage tent is in, so we'll have some proper shelter. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn off food and equipment on these stockpiles. And I'm just going to put food and equipment only in these ones for now. And we'll probably do the same. It's a shame you can't do them beforehand. We're on 154 prosperity though, so soon we'll be able to upgrade. All right, let's have a look, because we should be close to some of these. So the sling requires us to craft. So this means you have to obtain them over time, right? So we need to craft 10 stone knives, 5 stone spears to unlock a sling. Bone tools, you need to do stone knife and stone spears. So we'll slowly but surely get to those, right? And we'll probably have multiple. But as we get the spears in, it is important because we'll have multiple hunters. It'll be easier to defend ourselves with the spears. I'm going to go for more stone knives afterwards. We can reassign to the Hunter's Hut now. We are going to have to wait until tomorrow, but we are officially in the winter and we don't quite have much clothing. We've got a little bit spare, so we're okay. So we need this Tailor's Hut, which will high priority to make sure the pelts get used for that. And we're solely relying on meat, by the way, now. So I'm going to cancel all the food there. We're going to go for dried meat only. And the hunters now should be bringing back quite considerable, yeah, raw pelts. There we go. So this hunting around this area should be pretty good. And Taylor's Hut coming in, so just in time we should be able to get a couple more clothing items in to help these guys survive our very first winter. There we go. Let's say 6 for now. So one pelt makes 2, so you get quite a good amount from them. And then second storage is in, so let's slow it down and let's turn off material again. So we'll have food and equipment only, material in these, so we just need them to move this across. But here we go, straight into the snow. A big deal. Let's look over our resources, see what we need. So good on sticks, good on stone, bones okay. So yeah, I think we just need a lot of crafting. But we also need a couple more primitive tents. So I'm going to go with 4 more. That obviously is pelts, but that's okay. Clothing should be coming in. We're being attacked again as well, though. What have we got? 1 rabid mammoth. Okay, this is concerning. There's 12 of us, though. Oh, if you're wondering, you can spend some of your prosperity on these types of things as well. So quick sticks extraction, for example, you can approve these. It remains in effect until the beginning of next spring. Let's approve precise food extraction so we can stockpile it afterwards. Everyone's ready to fight anyway. And let's have a look at them real quick. Yeah, we got some spears, a couple of knives in there, so these guys should be a little bit better. Let's bring it this way. Imagine 12 people trying to take on a good mammoth. I don't know why the mammoth is rabid, but I think we'll be absolutely fine. It hits pretty hard though. I'm seeing the health go down, so multiple of these will kill us very quickly. But hopefully we'll be able to get walls and stuff eventually. And do we get some good amount of pelts from that? And there we go. All of our clothing needs are met. Perfect. We did it just in time, so now we can just get the more houses up. Let's check our technology. We have basketry, so this unlocks baskets and wicker backpacks. So that is something pretty awesome. So in the Tailor's Hut now we have wicker backpacks, which increases the settler's inventory slots by 1. And then the wicker, what does this do? Is that food collectors? I don't know. I'm going to go for the wicker basket though. Wicker backpack. So 1 stick makes 1, so we can queue up multiple of those. Look at that. With that we get the world map exploration, which means we've got to go, I think if we go generally, yeah, there's a scout map. So we are going to get one of these scout tents. I'm just going to pop it out of the way over here. This allows us to go and scout the region for new items. Oh, I've just seen on the side someone's been poisoned in or You okay? And we don't have medicine at the moment, so you might die. And yes, we can rename them as well, which is pretty damn awesome. Hey, look at that. We've got our first wicker backpack in as well. Very, very cool. And look at this. We've got our slings. We've got our bone tools. So to get the bow, we need to create 20 slings. So we probably want to try and work down towards that. It's going to make our life a lot easier, isn't it? Let's grab the sling then. And the bone tools. But I'm not going to make the bone tools just yet. We might get a second workshop. So let's get a second primitive workshop over this side. Then actually, now that I think about it, it makes sense for them to be over here by the storage, right? Though I want houses to be that way. I think next to this one might be a good idea. So we'll get it in here. I'll set one to be doing slings exclusively for now, and then the other one to do other bits. Now, we have laws, so we can do endless crafting now, which is awesome. So what that means is on the food dryer, if we right-click this baby, we can just do meat forever. And I will flip this one to something else eventually, but we'll keep it forever for now. The same goes for pelts, because we're always going to be doing those anyway on these dryers. Second primitive workshop. You know what? We're going to do slings forever for now. Because we need to get 20 anyway, and they're going to be really handy for ranged fighting and hunting. It's worth remembering I need to keep an eye on this stuff. So, foundations. These create foundations and ladders, can be built to expand the area for building on uneven terrain. That's exciting. So we can actually have like a full-on layout. So that requires 5 axes and 20 logs. Which, by the way, we can cut down some trees now. So I'm going to cut down a few. Just start going when they're spare just to get those in. And I think you get sticks from that as well as the log anyway once they're cut down. Don't quote me on that. We could go into bone stuff, but at the moment I think we need to grab... Let me just double check technologies. Copper tools requires bone stuff anyway, so we probably don't want stone stuff, do we? We've got a few bones. Let's maybe make 2 more, then we'll move into some bone knives. So what you'll notice is basically the work speed's plus 75%, so it's much quicker. So like hunters will be able to carve up much quicker and that sort of stuff. We've got bone harpoon, we've got hose, we've got the sickles, and the only thing you don't have is the axe. So we'll get axes afterwards because you can't get a bone axe. And we're officially out of the winter back into March now, so we should be able to again gather up food. We're doing really well off just meat anyway, but the berries will be back in and there'll be stuff that we need. So annual plans, I think we'll need to decide on one, but we did go for precise food extraction. Should we go for quick food extraction? Oh, we can't do that. It's Paleolithic. Have we got to go into the next one? Yeah, annual plan blueprint, Mesolithic, random annual blueprint of the Mesolithic age. What does this do? We got to select one. Okay, quick workshop production. That's pretty good. That uses 240 though, but that is pretty handy. So we're going to choose that one from the next stage. And we're going to try and get this scout camp up and running now so we can get out on the map. Ah, there's fish over here. There we go. Another food source should we need it then. We've got tin right here. We've actually got really good stuff. And we now have the second tier tent as well, which is almost double the resources. 1 less stick, but you do get more prosperity building them, and you can house 2 people instead of 1. Right, our warehouses seem to be full, so we'll get in a few more. Get 1 more there, actually. That should do for now. And we are going to need a 3rd campfire at some point, so it may as well go ahead and get it in now. Now, based on the raw pelts we have, I think we need to up our productions on the pelt dryers. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more. Take just a second to build as well. And we'll smash through it. As you can see, the days are pretty damn quick. I like that. I like to keep a flow going. And you've really got to think about what you're doing each day, which is awesome. And we are being attacked again, though. Oh, my God. Okay, a bunch of rabid wolves. So we have some slings. We've all got pelt clothing on. So it's not the end of the world. Hopefully they get a chance to eat and we'll have the fight with knives, spears, slings, all that sort of stuff, he says. Now, good news is it's loads more food, isn't it? And we've got more numbers. Actually, there's 14 of us, so it's not too bad. We're just going to wait here as they swim over. We've actually got fish right here, too, so we could get that going. Whilst we wait, let's just double check. See how close we're getting. So, stone axis, advanced gathering. That gives us a gatherer's hut. We actually need this, so we're going to need to just collect more wild berries. Actually, that's really good. I see dog domestication here as well. Dried fruits, so we're going to want to get onto that as well. So what I'm probably going to do is scale up. So outside of these guys, we probably want to get more food dryers as well. Right, we're going to gear everyone up for this wolf attack. And in the meantime, I'm also going to get in some more food dryers because we need multiple. Where do we want to stick these? I do want to keep them relatively close. Let's just stick them over there for now. We can obviously move all this around. We'll see what happens with these wolves. I'm going to go and meet them in a moment when everyone's got their weapons. And has eaten. That would be nice. Come on, guys, all of you. Thank you. Right, let's grab them all. We're going to wait at the beach. And we're going to be really sensible because we've got some nice weapons here. We've got some slingers, some spears, some bony knives. Let's do it. Okay, here they come. Let's just full send one to try and kill him before the rest get here. And I'm going to keep an eye on health here. So hopefully we can kill them without anyone dying. He says. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We managed to single them out quite well there, didn't we? Yep, job done. Nice and easy. Loads of meat and pelts going to come off there. So I can't complain too much. The scout camp's nearly done. Let's continue this. So slingers still coming in. What are we working on here? We probably want to switch into auto of something, but we're mainly aiming for getting up to whatever we can get this end. So slings will be done. Foundation just requires a couple more stone axes, and we've got those coming in, so that's fine. Now, Gatherer's Hut. Advanced Gathering will unlock the Gatherer's Hut, which then gives us cabbage, nuts, and wheat, so we can harvest those. We need to get wild berries. Wild berries, we have them knocking about, so we'll grab those. And these new food dryers are going to become fruit and berries. We'll just go straight dried fruits for now. And now pelts we should be getting 4 at a time, so much quicker. Prosperity's coming in nicely. So what do we need? Laws of faster crafting costs 960. So you probably want to get to that. So that's 10% increased speed. Labor succession. If a worker dies, a new one is automatically appointed to replace him. That's quite important, so we haven't got to worry about it. They start to get really expensive though. All right, let's set this warehouse up. It's actually pelts right now again. And we managed to grab all the berries. So let's get advanced gathering now. And with advanced gathering, well, this is going to be huge because we're going to be able to then just get it all automatically. Now, you can only assign one thing to each of these. So if you wanted to do one for stone as an example, you can only do stone with it. I'm not going to use them for that. I'll manually select stone when we need it for now. Mostly, I'm going to try and go pretty central if I can get in there. Yeah, here works well. And we're going to go for probably right now just fruits and berries. We'll get 2. Let's actually put one more to the side this way then for fruit. We'll have multiple on the go. And prosperity increasing hugely as we continue forward, which is really nice. Again, just held up by pelts at the moment. We need these to probably be high priority. They are drying those, 2 on each, so it shouldn't take too long to get things moving again. And we're still good on clothing. I'm going to keep an eye on slings. There's foundations, so we've done that one. Then bow, we just need 7 more slings. So that means over in the primitive, we probably don't want too many more axes. I want to move into stone spears, which will make hunting much quicker, or bone spears, sorry, I should say. Let's have a look as well. I've not spent enough time just looking around. They're awesome, aren't they? Like, each thing has a nice little animation too, which I love. And I'm always a big fan of, like, quirky art styles, if I'm honest. They make for great games. We're going to be shorting houses here again. Let's get primitive tent in. So let's start something. We don't want to ruin the berry bushes there. I'm going to get 2 more over this side. So that's 4 more people we can hold. We're actually on 15 population at the moment. So 1 homeless, 790 prosperity. So we'll keep that moving. Let's have a look. So crafting 10 baskets gets us into pottery, which then unlocks clay, honey, and clay pot. And I'm assuming the clay pot, yeah, agriculture's down there. So we do want to get onto farming when we can. So dried fruits will get us into dog domestication, and fishing, we're almost there. We just got to dry up and achieve some more raw meat. And that will allow us to get onto dried fish as well. Food-wise, though, not too bad. I think once these gatherers' huts comes in, we'll be in pretty good place. And it looks like they're going to finish off in a moment. Right, our first one's in. So we're going to say 2 people on this one. Let's go for... I feel like apples might be the play. If you click on each one, it tells you what you have. Actually, berries are good. So we'll go wild berries in that one. And then the next one we'll go for something else. It's worth noting in the tailor hut, we're also going to want to get onto these. So I'm going to cancel this and we're going to move into the 10 baskets that it asks for. And then our scout camp is done. So we can send out a team of scouts. This uses food. So 10 random food items will be used automatically, but we can send them out and I'm going to do that. Then this unlocks the global map. And then from here, we can select them and start moving out. And we're going to look for some ruins and stuff. And it takes a couple of days to get to each point. So you just let them go and do their thing. They can bring back some really useful resources as well. Oh, we got iron over here too. We got pretty lucky here. We've got quite a lot of the materials we need. I'm really happy about this clay being right on there too. And there's our second gatherer's hut. We've got to be careful we're not using up all of our laborers here. So I'm going to go maybe 1 in there. And this one instead will do sticks. So we'll get them just to pick sticks off the trees gradually. So that means we don't want to cut down too many. And we also have foundations, right? If we look on structures, we've got ladders and foundation. Now the foundation will allow us to extend these bits out. So if we were to maybe put in some foundations here, I don't know. I just want to see what they look like. So we're going to get those in as well. And then ladders can go up and down from them. I'm assuming you can build defensive positions from there and then get your slingers going. We have done our slings now, guys. Shall we start prepping to go into the fish? Because food-wise, it is something we're going to need. So maybe we knock up... Hold on, let's check technology-wise. Bone spear, bone knife. I'm actually going to switch this one then to the bone knife. So we'll move into that after the slings finished. And it looks like the gatherer's hut's done all the berries, so we'll flip them to the apples now. Yeah, there's the foundation. It just extends the actual ground. That's awesome. Right, they're done on the global map. Looks like they've walked out from us and they've found nothing yet. So now what we can do, as they've gone a bit further, we can start kind of scouting. I'm actually going to go this way then, so we can uncover where the woodland is to see if there's anything good. I'm just thinking, we were going through the baskets. What I'm going to do afterwards is set up a bunch of wicker backpacks. Because I see that we don't have enough, and that actually just makes people carry more, so it's quite important. And then we'll be nearly done on pottery, so just need some cobblestone, and we can unlock pottery as well. So let's go ahead and get that gathered. So let's just have it there. Over here is good. Let's grab all of that. Quite a lot of cobblestone, actually, further afield. There's coal out there too, which is nice. And we have a lot of prosperity now, so we probably want to be looking, yeah, laws of faster crafting. Look at this. In 10% increased crafting speed. That is insane. And I'm actually tempted to get more pelt dryers, guys. I feel like it's a good idea. Still looking okay food-wise anyway. We just need to keep an eye on the gathering hut. I could get those kind of grabbing cobblestone actually from here. That's an even better idea. Maybe, yeah, that means I don't need to grab these. I can cancel that, right? We just cancel the gathering there. Now, hunters are having to go further afield, so we are going to need to rely on something else soon. Obviously, the attackers coming will help. And hopefully the guys on the world map, if we have a little look. Yeah, they're still moving, so they're going to be quite some time before they get anywhere. Now, Primitive Workshop is pretty much looking good. So we were doing... Do we want to just automate bone spears? I think we do. Oh, there's a button to hide the foliage up the top. That's amazing. Okay, there you go. Ooh, look at that. There's some mammoths in here. So hopefully they hunt those guys, because that might give us more. We're going to get attacked soon anyway. And we got a good amount of slings to defend with. You could definitely build a cool ledge to fight from up here. I wonder if we can do that by the water. We can. Interesting. So if we... Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and build like a ledge here. Worth noting, we have unlocked pottery, which is the pottery hut now. So clay and clay pot can be considered. And the global map, these guys have finished. So there's something over here, look. So we're going to go to that one and get into the mountains. And with that, we can get into the, what is it, pottery hut. The pottery hut, honestly, will probably come this way. I need this primitive hut to get finished, so we've got housing for the rest that come in. That being on stick gatherer is so good. I'm going to get maybe, we got enough laborers. I'm going to get second person in there to keep the sticks flowing. Still making the bone knives, that's good. And we're still making the bone spears, so we should be in good standing. I really want to get onto the bows, so we need one more. Actually, now that I think about it, let's turn that off. We'll go for one more sling, then we'll go for that. Now, tailor's hut. Do we want to consider more clothing? We got a little bit of pelt. I don't think so. I'm going to get 5 more backpacks. Maybe a couple more baskets. Oh, and some more bonfires. Let's not forget this. This is really important. So we'll get 6 in total, so we haven't got to worry about it. Oh, we got 2 settlers today too. So we got, this is how quick it can go. The higher prosperity, I believe, the more people want to come. Yeah, happiness there, sorry, does it. Emergence of new settlers per day, 0 to 2. So food diversity and food amount make it go. So housing and building also affect that. There's enough food for 3 days. So we're going to pretty much have used up the wood momentarily, aren't we? So we don't want to cut down from where will be the stick gatherer over this way, but I might start carving into this section. So this will be where we kind of go. I always like to build by the water. I don't know why. Just looks nice, I think. And we're going to need to flip these over to some food again because it is October. So let's see. Is there any cabbage? Nuts? There is some nuts. Let's grab those nuts then. Well, they gather them pretty damn quickly, so but that is a good variety. Bit of decent fatty goods for them to eat. And they're pretty much done after that one's gone. So we're going to have to flip over again. Is there wheat? There's a little bit of wheat, but we can't really do anything with it yet. There's honey. That's cool. Okay. And we are getting attacked by a bunch of rabid wolves again. I think we've got enough people and pretty good defenses to sort this out. Look at this, look. This is what I'm thinking. We get a little wall. We have like a little defensive section here. Let's get everyone ready though. All right, weapons are ready. Let's go stand on station here. Although we probably should attack them the same way we did before as they come across the water. Let's see where they come. Oh, I've noticed when they attack, the time stops. That's really handy. Here we go. Let's go. Kill the rabid wolf. I'm going to keep a close eye to make sure we keep someone alive if they are going to die. Or we accept fate. So I think Samia is going to be the one that might get hurt here. But if they keep plowing through them, it shouldn't be a problem, to be honest. Lots of goodies. We've got one more person being pretty hurt there. I think the angle we're at isn't great, though, if I'm honest. But they're fine. That is a lot of wolves that we just killed. I am intrigued as to how much you get per. But they've got to take it all the way back to the hunter's hut. All right, we're pretty low on bones now, so we might need to make sure we move into the other side of it. Technology-wise, we have bow. Lovely. So what does it take to craft a bow? Oh my god, it's just one stick. Prosperity per kill is 6. So that's going to be way better than the hunter's. Damage is... So attack range on a sling is 2. The bow is 5. The damage is 0.25 higher as well. So we're going to set that up to be automatic. Now we're going to flip to short bows. That's going to be insane. And then this gatherer's hut. Honestly, how many people have we got? 4. I'm going to go to 3 so we get more sticks. And then let's get a couple more primitive tents. I think actually I'm just going to go ham. I'll get 3 more. And global map, the guys are ready. I don't think they're seeing anything. You can explore the carrot glade. Requires technologies vegetable cultivation. That's annoying. So if you click on each one, is there anything you can get them to explore? I don't want to go too far from base. I'm going to come down this way. That's a vegetable place. Okay. All right, let's get those belt dryers. Let's get 4 more. We want these to just continually go. We may as well, because we don't want to be hindered by them in any way, shape or form. And we're going to need more storage. Although we have this one, I want no material in there. And I'm just going to get... Do these go bad? I think maybe the baskets do. You know what? Maybe we'll move into just having multiple storage sheds for everything. We'll just wait for these to be cut down. We got 1 more, and then I can start breaking those down to move everything in. They don't typically carry as much, though. That's the only downside. We're going to start gathering up the clay. Can you see we have multiple nodes here? So this gatherer's hut, we're going to flip to that whilst we need it. We've got loads of clay near us, so we're going to be able to make a lot from that in the pottery hut once we have it. I'm just out on the map, just going to be looking for cabbage by dragging it. So we're going to need to find it at some point, but I don't think we have anything at the moment. I might send someone out just walking to look. Right, we need 3 living spaces for anyone to actually join us now, so we're going to need multiple primitive huts. We've got 1 being built. I'm going to go for a few more in here. We need multiple. It's the only way we can keep the population growing. We're going to need a lot of them. Right, we have a good amount of bows in now, which is nice. I'm going to flip off this now, and let's take a look. I think bone knives will go into next. I'll just keep manually doing it. We have enemy approaching. What is it? Rabid mammoth. That's okay. I'm happy with that. I'm going to hopefully let everyone eat and we can go deal with it. I think the good news is we have multiple. Now I'm going to try and get over... Oh, there's 2. Oh, this... Okay, that is worse. Anyway, let's see. You guys going to start shooting? They are. Oh, they did pretty good damage before it got over. So they're going to take 1 down. Oh, yeah, this is nice and easy. Good job, guys. And next to the hunter's camp as well. And we've got loads of storage needs that we need to fix. Good. Well done, everyone. So getting these pelt dryers in is probably really important, isn't it? So let's get all of those high priority now. Looks like we lost 1 from population. Someone died of old age. Okay, so we do need to make sure we get people in. But we've got room now, so we should get back in and we'll get all of these running. Lovely. All 8 pelt dryers now. That should speed things up quite considerably. I need 1 more dried fruit for dog domestication. A little bit more dried meat. How are we looking? So I probably, when we come into the next day, we probably want to look at that. The global map is good. Did you guys find anything? Nothing yet. Should we continue that way then? And there we go. Back into winter gone. Let's have a look at our annual plans then. So because we're in the Mesolithic era, that's the kind of the one that we can approve. Does use a little bit of prosperity, but I think that's okay. That is building nice and quickly. I thought it was going to be loads, but it's not. Labor succession is good, so we'll be on to that soon. And we gained 1 new settler. Okay. We can get up to 3 in one go based on our happiness at the moment, by the way, as well. And as long as we get all the houses in, we should be good. I'm going to flip this from clay because we have a good amount in stock now. Let's take wild berries. There's only 1 in there. And this gatherer hut, I think we could probably make do without sticks for now. And I'm going to grab not really any apples, so we won't do that one. There is nuts aren't quite ready. No cabbage, so I think yeah, we could go with sticks and just reduce it down to 1. Then we'll have more laborers working instead. And let's continue getting in some storage tents as well. So I'm going to put 2 around this, and I might even squeeze 2 more pelt dryers in there. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but we have a lot of resources that we need to store, so we could do with getting up. But we need a day or 2 where it absolutely goes to the next tier. And we now have pottery. So we're going to want 2 clay makes 4 clay pots. I don't want loads of these. So let's just maybe make... Let's do these solely the 10 right now. And that's about it. Hey, 2 new settlers. Perfect. So we're going to start getting these numbers in now. I've got another tent being done. I'm going to start getting rid of those. That is the right play, I think, eventually. Because you can't directly upgrade those. But we'll go ahead and get a full row of these so they're good. And Pout's coming in much nicer now with these extra numbers too. And hopefully we fixed the storage problems. Just in case though, I am going to get even more. Alright, we're going to slow down the bone knives now. And I'm going to come and I'm going to go for some bone harpoons now. And we will go into fishing. Because we are... Oh, there's dog domestication. Lovely. Dogs are excellent companions. Discover this. Use of dogs in hunters' huts. So that means we'll have dogs that will hopefully appear. Yeah, animals. There we go. When they come, look, you can get them in. So you can have up to 4. Right, we have another attack. Rabid wolves again. Now, we've got a good amount of bows and we have the numbers, don't we? So we should be all right. So the fight shall begin. Yeah, look at that. The arrows killing 1 before they even get across. That's much, much better. Obviously, 17 fighters should be okay. Lots and lots of meat and stuff coming off this. I can speed this up because we are no problem there. No deaths, no injuries. We got a good amount of houses and last one's coming in. I can move into everything else like these. But they're also smashing through that because we just have the extra labourers now. No way anyone would be homeless right now. And they're ready on the world map. I don't think there's anything they can do. Oh, there we go. We've got deer. Finally something. So we might be able to grab pelts and stuff and then come back. I know there's different things you can explore to earn better prosperity and stuff, and then annual plans. You can get blueprints. Hey, 3 new settlers that time though. Nice. So this is in. Let's continue on a couple of food dryers around this section then. And we're good for fishing finally. We got 1 more in the Mesolithic era before we hit the Neolithic, which is exciting. So that's the copper tools and defensive structures. Millstone and stone oven, that would be flour and bread. So we actually need agriculture really before we can do most of that. But what do we need? We need to find cabbage. So I might grab myself 1 person who stood about and we can go explore. We're going to go and find ourselves some cabbage. Oh, there's some wild boar. Bit of an open plain area. Extra animals to kill. That's good. They don't work during night, so I can't really do too much. Let's end the day so I can carry it on. And if I go food gathering then, does anything show up? Nothing yet. I'm going to have to keep going then. It's your job. Let's send you out this way. Look how quick we did all that. We've actually run out of raw pelts to do anything. That's impressive. These guys can now explore animal husbandry. We don't... Damn it. I can't do anything with that then either. Maybe the settlers can't really do much this early on. I don't know. I do kind of want to continue exploring though so we can find where they are and then we can go back out. I don't think there's any harm in it. So we're just going to straight run out this way along the edge, see if we can find anything. I think I can see the edge of the map here for our square, so it's relatively big, isn't it? Hey, found some. There's some cabbage. I'm going to set those to be grabbed. There's not enough, but it is a start, so it is out on the map. That's 4 total. We probably want to explore it more, don't we? Rather than that then, do you want to continue, please? A nice little island over here, but nothing that we want. Found some more there, so we'll set those to be taken. Those patches might grow back too, to be fair, but I found them, so he can come home, which is good. So I can set those to be grabbed. Very nice. And we'll hopefully get down into flour very soon. And we also need to do the same for wheat, but wheat isn't a problem. I can grab that via this. We've got 2 there. I think I saw a little bit more out this way. Easiest way is to click this button, isn't it? There's some. I'll grab that. Oh, there's some here this whole time. Duh. Very nice. And then more wheat. There's 3. There's 6 there. I think that's the wheat spots, but that's all right. It's a really easy way to get food, isn't it? You can just grab it all ridiculously. You could go and build up on these hills, because I know when the defensive structures come in, it's going to be pretty damn cool. Worth noting, we have labour succession now, so I won't need to backfill the jobs. Hopefully next, probably crafting limits. I'm hoping we can set up... Is this it here? Ability to set a limit for infinite crafting. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. So I can set all my limits. I don't need to manually do anything. And then it's just fully automated. I do see that knives are running out, though. We probably want to stop with the bows now. We've got some bones, so we'll move into that. And harpoons-wise, we could probably stop that one too. And move into... Let's maybe grab 5 more axes. And then we'll get maybe some bone hoes ready for farming. All right, we've got our cabbage. We just need the wheat. And then we're nearly good for the next stage. So we'll be able to straight away get defensive structures. Look, copper tools, we're there as well. We need to find a technology knowledge, though. Landscape editing, we're nearly there for. And agriculture, we'll just need to mill up some bread. And we also need technology. Ah, another attack. What we got this time? Oh, 3 mammoths. Okay. This is why we're going to need to get more and more stuff going. I'm going to get 2 more storages, though. And I'm going to slowly but surely start cutting these down. We're not far off getting defensive stuff anyway. And I probably will line it by the outside of the river, maybe. I'll let these guys do their thing, though, before we send them back. 3 mammoths, though. We're going to have to probably manually do something with these. Yeah, we're good. Let's go. They're coming 1 by 1, so we should be absolutely fine. Yeah, the arrow's taken a good 10th off before they even get in. This is good news. Yeah, we're fine. Good. One guy at the front that might need to be helped, but 3rd one coming in, we'll be able to take this no problem. Good job, guys. Yeah, nice easy kill. All right, let's have a look. Are we nearly there? We need 4 more wheat. Let's do it. Is there any on the map then that we can finish this up with? All right, I think we need to do a little bit more exploring then, so I'm just going to let them eat real quick. Let's go this way. I reckon there's going to be some out this side. And I think our global map guys are ready. That is animal husbandry, so these guys can't do anything. I need to find me some ruins for technology. There we go. We found it. Good. We need to bake a bunch of bread for after anyway, so we'll get that in. Oh no, can we grab the copper yet? No, we haven't unlocked the copper ability just yet. Probably slow down the pottery hut now. I don't think we need anything more. Wow, 5 new settlers arrived. Holy moly. That was a lot. We got a lot of labourers. So what I'm going to do off the back of this, we've got loads of pelts. Let's just absolutely smash in some homes and let's get some more gathering huts a bit further out. Global map's good. What are we working with, guys? Hey, what is that? Ancient ruins. Finally, there's 2. Nice. That's what we needed. So that'll get everything that we need. And then we'll come home and I can unlock the next big tiers. There's flour, though. Fully done now in the era. So in order to get into Neolithic, we need that technology knowledge, as you can see. We've got the clay. We need 16 baskets and a technology as well. So basket-wise, we should be able to continue those on. That makes 2. So we'll go 20 straight up with that. And we're going to get some more gathering huts. So food production's looking okay. Because we've got baking, we've got the millstone, so this makes flour into, well, grain into flour, sorry. And where do we want to put this? I might start going out this way. It's a little bit of a trek. Let's maybe go, for now, we want to keep it pretty central, don't we? Let's get millstone there, and then the stone oven, let's have it next to it. It's all relatively close, isn't it, then? And then with those built, we're going to want to move into more gathering. What I'm going to do is go for something a bit further afield. So over this way, and we're going to go for maybe apples and stuff, because I can flip that between. So I might get 1 there. Copper is going to be a thing soon, but not yet. I'm just looking at where the best resources are to gather. Maybe stone for now. I might just get the 2 in here then, and we'll alternate them. 1 person in each. We should probably get the fishing hut in too. And I'll probably put fishing hut out this way because there's 3 nodes. So we'll get the first one in there. And then we'll get a separate food drive for fish. Let's get 2 food dryers for fish, actually. But before we do that, I am going to expand this all the way out. You can do it all the way along, actually. I think that's the right play. So we can stand our soldiers up here, actually. They'd have to come up the hill. So little things like that would help. Gatherers are ready, so we'll have these ready for the morning. We'll just get 1 in each. 1 doing apples, 1 doing what the wild berries like. Honestly, we're going to have to keep flipping through on this guy anyway. There's a good amount of honey. Let's go with that. Right, I'm going to take out these 4 trees. Let's take out a few of these as well. We've got the logs, but I'm going to use them all right now on this ledge. Now I'm going to destroy out a couple of these. I like that they insta-destroy too, because then they go to the other house, so I can slowly move people along. All right, what do we want to move into? Let's take a look at what we need. Logs, we need the technology. That is coming. We've got everything for this other than technology. Very good. Okay, so let's take a look at our millstone and our stone oven. So stone oven, we're going to say always prep bread. That makes sense. We can go always mill flour. I'm not going to high priority any of this at the moment. I'm just going to let them do each thing as and when. I think sickle-wise, we'll prep just some stone sickles for now. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue on some housing blocks off the back there. And what I'm going to do is destroy some more of these tents. Slowly but surely get them moved over. I have a little bit of homelessness, but that's okay. Now, it looks like they're ready on the global map now, so we should be able to explore. And we got ourselves 6 beer, 1 annual plan blueprint from Mesolithic, and 1 technology knowledge. There's multiple ruins over here. This is amazing. What's that one too? Vegetable cultivation 2. We're going to go over to this one and then probably come home. At least we know where they are. And I'm just going to prep a bunch of clothes ready now. We'll keep that moving. Hopefully I'll be able to set limits really soon anyway, so... And we are being attacked. Well, that is a lot of rabid wolves, so let's get everyone ready. Ideally, we want to be fighting them over here. That'd be nice. I wonder if when we unlock copper tools, actually, I didn't see. Oh, it means we can grab the copper ore, so it doesn't matter. You don't need the ore extraction. That makes sense now. Most of them should have bows ready, so it should be... nice and easy to at least kill 1 or 2 before we even have to fight. Let's see. A couple of slingies. Yeah, that was good. Good numbers going down there. This guy, though, we're going to keep an eye. Might need to run you back. Yep. There we go. We'll run back into the middle of everyone and do a bit of kiting here. I don't really want anyone to die, so... Oh, it's going to be a close call. No, we're good. Haha, bit of kiting through. Hopefully you don't bleed out, Voldaga. That was close though. And I am going to continue on with this housing. And they are there. So let's explore. What did they get? 3 flax. I'm just going to go to this one as it's here. We ideally... Oh, that's a neighbouring settlement. Okay. Oh, I didn't click take all. I'm an idiot. You've got to go and take it. No. There we go. I think maybe I don't know, but it's letting us have 2 squads here. So I'm just going to send those over. I'm going to get multiple scouts out on the map. These ledge and ladders are super cool, aren't they? Let me build here now. It was actually because the tents were facing the wrong way. It wasn't the trees that we cut down. So I'm going to fill this completely with primitive tents. I'll even get in 1 more store. We have bread and flour coming in, which is really cool. I think we could safely get rid of some of these now, because we don't need this many. We have the pelts. It is taking up room, so that's fine. Right, where are you? You're over there. We're going to take all that. Now we're going to go over to the next one. Now they've got it in their inventory. Look, they only have a capacity of 48 anyway, so we will need to bring them home. But that's going to unlock quite a few researchers, so I'm just going to gear up ready, which I think it's safe to say we already are there. I'm going to continue popping in those clothings. Still keep these bone knives coming though. And yeah, once we've got limits, it's going to be much better. But we're pretty much ready to farm, which is really nice to see. I might switch that one back to bows once they're done with that. So as the new population comes in, they do need weapons. Right, let's cut down some more trees. I'm going to take you 2 and you 2. I think I am going to continue these guys here, though. I want to extend this floor down to where the houses are, I think. Although saying that, it would be good to just build the foundations this way, actually. Let's continue that on, too. So, food is becoming harder to keep on top of. So I'm going to get a second fishing hut this end now. Honestly, I might stick it on that little ledge right there. And then I might even get another hunter's hut where the variety is slowing down. We're doing pretty well on it, but yeah, maybe a second hunter's hut too then. And we don't want to take over too much. So we want to be able to overlap them, but not enough to take over all of it. So I'm thinking maybe out this way. I don't think you can set where the circle is, can you? I don't know when we get the animals either. Alright, we're out on the world map. We're over by our settlement where we got more plans. Good, they do stack, so we're going to continue on. We may as well whilst we're here. That's a neighbouring village, so we'll see if they have anything for us. Alright, I'll grab a settler today. I think you're an artisan, so we don't want you. What are you? Strong man. Let's bring you this way. I'm going to uncover what's over this way as well. I think all of that's going to matter quite a bit, so we can plan maybe defences and things. Who knows? But we are being attacked again. Oh, man. Oh, it's people this time. We have some nomads, so we need to get this going, don't we? Oh, my gosh. We got numbers, so we got to be careful, because I think it's all down to do with population then, maybe, because that... We've just popped up loads, so we'll probably slow down population once we fill that one up. It'd be interesting to see how many we have off the back of this, though, so let's see. There isn't too many, so it's not too bad. Get up top, please. You shouldn't be down there. Well, that didn't work out very well. Okay, they're not very strong. Good. Where's the rest of them? They're coming that way. Just kill that guy before they get here. Go, go, go! Yeah, we're good. I mean, it's not the end of the world if they die, is it? There's a couple of them that are a little bit stronger, but we have leather armor at least. Get them! Did we get their gear? Oh, we do. Linen clothing, short bows. We actually get their stuff. Copper spears. Very nice. Okay. That makes me happy. Good job, guys. Okay, what did we get? We got some flax and technology knowledge. There's more. I'm going to send these guys back, and we'll use the other guys that are out on the map, because I need to get them back. It's really obvious that we need to get some defenses going now. And we're almost got our crafting limits, which is going to be amazing. Yeah, that copper spear has like a 25% damage boost as well. These guys are over here. Ooh, one bronze spear. Hello. Oh, I can't complain at that. We'll take all that. They've got some nice blueprint pans and more technologies. This is a really good find. We've got another one down here as well, so that's going to help. But yeah, I think we'll keep cutting down this way. I want these logs because I'm going to keep expanding this zone here. I actually think it's the right thing to do because they have to come around it. So each thing would be good. I'm hoping we can set up two kind of main points. So far they've attacked from this corner and this corner, but the ones that attack from this corner come this way. So defensive wise, we could get on this bit. Let's chuck in a few more storage tents now, just so we've got nothing else to worry about. Yeah, we could make sure they can only path one direction. I don't want to come through this bit because of my fish, but we could make it difficult for anything to kind of pass through if we do that. So we'll set some choke points. I'm not going to touch the fish yet. I'll probably fill in all this as well. Look at all this. Got loads of dried fruits, man. Really, really good stuff here. Is anything dried berries, though? We can let set them to both, can't we? I think that works. So if we've got them in stock, they'll do it. And I continue taking all of these trees down. So I'm going to try and start to plan some kind of defensive zone. Let's have a look at where my guys are. They're still a few days away. So if you click on them, I think it tells you, yeah, remaining 2.6 days. I'm going to start getting rid of these resource piles now. We're going to go exclusively to the sheltered ones. And I'm going to get a couple more of them down. So let's start to put them somewhere else here. You always need a bit of a gap between them, don't you? So let's go ahead and get 3. And then we can surround it around this. That leaves a good amount of space in here. I'm going to have to set up another zone for campfires too. Let's get 2 more there. I think food-wise, we're absolutely fine, though. Happiness is insane because of this food diversity. We actually do need to sort better housing at some point, but until they get back, we can't do that. 33% chance of enemy attack. We do have this now, so we can do... Ooh, laws of faster extracting. Plus 1 slot is added for approving annual plans. I want crafting limits, if I'm honest. Ah, scroll to change limit. Look at this. Hey, nice. So we'll go 15 of those. We'll go 15 spears. Okay, I'm going to go through and get this done then. Ah, look at that. And then you can just click it on the other one and it will say the same amount. Things you love to see. So we'll have that queued up. That's fantastic. So we're going to obviously do this. We've got an attack coming. I'm just paused at the moment. So we're going to go 30 of those. Baskets, we'll say 40. backpacks are the ones. This is great, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Let's go to 30 of those. Actually, no, once they've got them on, they don't need them, do they? So we're never going to have more than that coming in. And then pottery hut, we can do the same. Perfect. Let's see what we've got attacking us then. Nomads again. Quite a few of them now. We're going to end up getting some pretty good stuff. We get some pelt clothing, copper spears off them. We've got the numbers. We've got the guys back though, so I probably want to check that first. I don't think I can yet. We're going to try the same again. These guys have to come quite far around, so if we can get them kind of queued ready here. Let's move them here a sec then, so we can start shooting. Let's go! We don't want to get caught out, but we seem to be stripping them. Some are obviously more powerful than others. Nah, nothing to worry about here at all, so I should be able to speed that up, and we'll take all their goodies as well. So good, man. We end up getting all their stuff. Getting some nice copper spears in. Alright, can I go out on the world map now? I can. Let's take this. Oh, this is good. Really good stuff for these guys. They've got the technology points that we need, so I'm just going to head this way with these guys now. So we're going to have enough from these to keep our stuff moving anyway. And I don't think there's anything we can do. We need 10 stone axes. We need 50 logs. I'm sure we'll have the axes very soon. I'm just going to grab a few more logs then. Probably get rid of all the ones that are like dotted around as well. I don't necessarily want to kill the apple trees, but I'm just going to cut them anyway for now. We're going to be moving into farming very soon. Yeah, we got a choke point here. Look, we could kind of split this with towers. So if I continue it on and block this bit out, I don't want to do it yet because I need the wood. They're back, so we can enter the settlement with these guys, and that should bring back all of this. Yes, it does. So if we come technology now, we have copper tools, which allows us to unlock all of these goodies. So we're going to need to start grabbing that stuff up. It's also defensive structures. So that's defensive stockade, and a log gate. Let's take a look at this. So I ideally then would have... What's the defensive stockade then? This is where they can kind of stand on top, isn't it? So realistically, I might move the fishing out. Let's see if we can do something with... we want them to feed through this way. So if we can go in this section, it might just push the fish out, to be honest. We can feed them through this one bit with the stockade. And then we could like get a gate in or something. I don't want to waste too many logs. I just want to test it out. We'll get a couple of stockades mainly though. So defensive positions will be good, and we'll probably do the same this side. So if we get one up top, maybe here. Let's go for 2, and then we'll have... Oh, that's the wrong way, actually. I'm not happy with that. Right, we'll go there. We'll spin them around. We'll have 2 in this bit, and we can also, I'm hoping, we can gather some ore here. We can get copper ore in. And then in our primitive workshops, I'm sure I'm going to see some of this. So yeah, this is pretty insane because we're going to want to change these now. I'm actually tempted to get a 3rd one for copper. I might get a 3rd primitive workshop. And then what do we need for the next stuff with that in? So landscape editing, like I said, stone axes we'll get. Agriculture, we just need to make 2 more pieces of bread and gather a bit more wheat. And we got a nice amount of copper coming in. So let's get this. Oh, it's done. Let's pause it a second then. We're going to go for 10 copper axes. We want copper pickaxes times 10. Production time is quite high on these, so we probably won't get too many. Let's maybe go with a little bit less of each then, because it'll take some doing. I'm going to reduce the stone hoe down to 2. Let's go maybe 5 of each actually. Right, new annual plan then. I'm going to get a new plan by spending... Get a blueprint by spending 2 blueprints or 2 plans from a previous age. So we've got 3 blueprints we're going to use. We can grab these. So we've got quick pelt dry we don't need. Quick movement of settlers. Increase movement speed. Holy crap, yes. We're going to use another one. Stick extraction, food extraction, or precise food extraction. We're going to get additional food. That is really good. And then we're going to go for quick food extraction on... No, I don't think that. Maybe with farming that could be pretty good. We're actually okay, so I would... That's it. We'll use those blueprints for that. Right, we're going to want wheat as soon as it's ready. So I'm going to go out on the map because we actually need quite a bit of it. And there's quite a good amount over this way. So we'll grab all that. And then that should allow us to get farming on the go. Well, I'll probably do farming out this way. Makes sense, doesn't it? And there's our little defensive position. So I like the look of that. So why not get another one? And I think we'll get 4 because we want to queue them to come up through this, right? And they should choose to do that if we blockade most of this. And I'm going to cut trees a little bit further afield now. Agriculture's good. There it is, guys. So we need to get in a farm hut and a garden bed. So I'm going to not end the day a second. I actually want to get this going. So 1 farm hut requires sticks and clay. And they have an area of effect. Good. So if we stick this in here, we should be able to get some farms going. And I might do something like that just to get it started, just to see. And then we can do... Ooh, fertilizer. We don't have fertilizer, do we? So we'll go with wheat. Ah, and you get some straw from it as well, which we need quite a bit of. So I'm also going to get another section because we can keep bread going quite considerably here. Nice. Now the farms come in. This game's awesome, man. Let's cut down a little bit more this way as well then, so we've got room. You can still fish underneath, by the way. It doesn't affect it. So that's really good to know. That leaves us with 1 more blueprint then. So landscape editing. We could do that one. It's nice to be able to... So we can dig out a mountain or conversely build it. So we could dig a moat all the way around. It looks like farming is in. So we're going to say permanently get the wheat seeds. So we need to make wheat seeds for them to plant it, right? We probably want to cap that, actually. Let's go down to 50. Hold on. Do they... I don't think the farm... Unharvested crops will be lost. And is only plantings possible in spring. After December, they get lost. Makes sense, right? I don't know if I've done that right with the farm hut being in the middle then, but that's okay. So we can't actually plant this year anyway then, so we just get the seeds ready. And there they are. Perfect. So they should then start planting them. I know what we need. We need a seed store over this way so they're not traveling too far. Might be a good idea. Might put this right next to it. Yep, and they are starting to plant. Look. So I'm going to high priority this one. Once it's built, I'm going to set this to turn everything off apart from the wheat stuff. So we're going to say we can have straw, wheat seeds. I might put the other vegetable seeds in there for now because we might end up growing that stuff over here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll allow seeds of any kind in this one. And for now, I think that's okay. Turnips, beets, peas, carrots, cabbage, honey. Not honey. I think just those. And then wheat, flour and bread maybe? I'm really happy we have defenses now. So automatically settlers go there during the battles too. Oh, that's really good. So really, we want to get multiple of these. Like quite a lot of them. Along the edges. That seems mighty crazy. But that will act as a pretty good wall, right? Let's get one or two more here then. I don't know. We'll see when the attacks come. And then we'll need a couple more this side. So once that is gone... Go ahead and grab some of those. And I could think about walling in. So, stockade. If we were to genuinely think about this, we could do it ideally off the side of these, right? We want it to attach to the tower. Let's see how this looks if we were to do that. Here we go though, day 50. And look at that, we've got dirt roads. What does that say then? So settlers move us faster on the roads. Well, it's a no-brainer for me. Let's get a few in. Now it's going to take them some time to obviously build the roads. But that's alright. Let's get one straight through town centre here. And we won't go any further than that. Hey, we're being attacked and they're coming from the side. Lots of people. So I think they'll... So what will happen is hopefully they'll man these. So what we're going to do is turn this off a second. Because they'll all go... We want them all in one place until we're walled off. So I'm just going to untick the automatic of that one. And hopefully we'll get these guys in their little towers, which is the case. Very, very nice. And then the rest of the guys hopefully will stand out in front. I don't know if they all go up top though. Looks that way, doesn't it? And then we'll bring these guys in. As the... Oh, that's so good. Now we're talking. Oh, are they attacking my building though? Let's go get these because it looks like they are damaging my buildings. So we'll get on those. Yeah, they are. Okay, so getting walls up, I think, is a really, really important thing right now. And we'll make sure we get, like, pathing gates and stuff. But these things are awesome. Get them, guys. Yeah. Nice, easy kills. And obviously, this gets us a nice amount of clothing and stuff, too. So can't really complain at all. We get ourselves some nice spears. Some more copper spears there, too. Well done, guys. Let's pick where we want a few gates, then. Let's have a log gate maybe here. Have it on the wall there. Then we'll have... I am quite thinking that we get the log gate right in this middle bit here. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Don't think it works though, so you'd have to have it a bit further back. Alright, guys out on the map are good. We will take all that. They've got loads of stuff for us, and there is more, so we may as well continue on with them. And I think I'll change this up to spread them out a little bit more then, and then we'll get something going. So let's now destroy these out because we know what they do. I want to get my gate in first and then line these up with it. If we get the gate by this little entrance point, we should be able to get our stockades. I know I've just put the path over it. We'll go for 4. And we've only got a tiny bit in the garden bed going. Yeah, there wasn't enough wheat. So I'm going to go and harvest more wheat out in the wild then. And there is quite a lot of it actually. So we're going to need that for the seeds. Let's also manually harvest up some of this stuff. We got landscape editing. Yes. All right, let me see. Elevate landscape. The area needs to be cleared. Okay. Oh, you can just straight lower it like this. Look at that. I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens. See if we can make this deeper. Yeah, look, our log gate, we can open and close the gates there. So I'm keeping an eye. They are doing it. I'm just seeing what happens when they've done it. I'm sure it just goes deeper, right? But I know they swim across this, do they? I don't know if we get bridges and that sort of thing. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Becomes a deep ocean point. So we need to keep this one open. Just bringing the foundation up all on this edge as well, guys. There's a lot of work to do here, and I'm going to need some more logs to do it as well. Let's go and cut down a few more trees. And I think we're safe to get some more houses in now. So look, we're going to start another bit of a housing row. I'm going to go for 5 more in this front section. Then we're just going to look at what you need. So straw and wheat for animal husbandry. That's absolutely fine. Flax. Okay, nice and easy. Veg cultivation's really easy as well. And then thatching, you just need the straw. Ore extraction just needs copper pickaxes. It does say we can make a copper pickaxe. Why can't I see? Oh, it's there. I have got them. I'm just being daft. And out on the world map, our people are good. Oh, getting loads of stuff in for us. What do we have here? There's another ancient dungeon. Doesn't sound ominous at all. What have they got on them? They've got 6 technology points. Some annual blueprints. We'll try this as the last one and then bring them home. I'm going to make sure we're harvesting up more wheat again now that it's grown once again because I need it all. So we want to knock up as many seeds as we can. There we go. Look at this. Looking good. They managed to grab it. They get some wheat seeds back from it too. Oh my god, another attack. Holy crap. Let's go, guys. Get on your zones. Defensive stockades. I need to turn off these. It's a little bit of a manual game at the moment whilst I get everything set up, but that's okay, I think. I need to make sure all of these are in. We got 4 defensive stockades here, and then the rest should be good. I don't think we ever get attacked by anything other than people now, because we're just well deep into it. I need them to get all their weapons and get set up, though, which I think they're in place just in time. We've got a good bit of height here. I don't know if that affects anything. We'll see, but they should start shooting just nicely here. Yeah, very cool. It's funny, because they can't quite reach us either in this section, so that's good. I'm going to need these guys to come over, though, and help. Let's get them, guys. You guys could probably do the same. Turn and fight these, please. Come and meet these. There we go. Let's go. Go, go, go. We've got them all grouped together. We should be able to kill these without anyone dying. Get them in there, guys. Nice. Yeah, these hold solidly, don't they? So we'll get the wall all the way down. We should be good. Did that log gate the wrong way around. And whilst they're still fighting, I am going to get in just that bit more then. It might make sense to go more this side. And then we'll get one there as well. And I'll continue this on. And we've got 10k points now. Let's go into our laws before we forget. Law of faster crafting 2 is 20%. Extraction speed 10%. Plus 1 slot for annual plans. I'm going to go law of faster crafting speed, if I'm honest. That just is a no-brainer for me whilst I get everyone up to better copper stuff. I'm noticing that bows are dipping a little bit more, though. So we're going to want to get those up. I might get another workshop in. And this one is going to do bows. Now, for the next one, look, we've got 15 wheat seeds. So in the spring, we should get a good amount continually. So lots and lots of bread that should be able to come of it. And I'm going to go crazy on a few more fishing huts, guys. So I'm going to get another one catching these 3 and another one for these guys. They have to go all the way around to get them, actually. Not ideal, so maybe not. On the map, explore. Oh, iron spear. Hello. Bit of beer. Some technology points. We'll take all these. We have found a neighboring settlement here. What's that? Vegetable cultivation 3. So we may as well do this on the way back, and that should uncover some more. Probably be worth us going out the other way when we get back to. Let's also get a second tailor's hut. So I'm going to map these to be the same. Let's get another one. This is a little bit slow. I just noticed they destroyed my gatherer's huts actually. So I completely didn't realize that we need to keep an eye on that. They took them out from over here. So we'll bring these inside the gate now. We'll probably do... Yeah, let's just get the 2 back in this side. I'll probably get one. It's still good range, I think, to get everything. Right, we got our annual plans. What do we want to do? Don't think we can use them right now until those guys get back. That's fine. Right, let's go. We could get quick food extraction. Precise food extraction we'll go for. That's a good one. Precise clothing production. Why not? And look at this. We're going to have a nice big wheat field this year. It's not the people in the farmer's hut that do it. That's great. So what we don't want then is too many seeds. We'll go down to maybe 40. We need to make sure that they grow enough for us to actually cook it up too. Yeah, look at that when you dig it. It becomes like a really jagged, sharp edge along the water there. I am thinking about bringing this all the way along though. So if we dig it deep all through here, there is only one point that then come through. It's worth noting we're getting up to 6 settlers in a day at the moment. Food is still fine. We are getting loads in. They're coming from this end then. Rabid mammoths. How many? Oh no, that's scary. Alright, these guys are ready, aren't they? We've got extra ones this side too, so that's good. Let's make sure everyone is moving. I really need to get defenses up and running. I mean, this might sound worse than it actually is because of the range, but I'm going to stand my soldiers out here and see if we can at least hurt them from these guys before we get any further. We have a good amount if we look. There's 38 to fight with, so should be all right. Let's have a look. Bring them to here and just see how we get on. Because we're only going to tickle them with this range, if I'm honest. Oh, actually, not bad. They're going to obviously hit on the walls and stuff, so we're going to want to send them in. Let's go. Oh, okay. Not bad at all. So they are pretty well defended under this section. I need to get out, get rid of these so I can finish walling this section off. Like I say, though, I can force these around by pushing the ledge up, but we've just annihilated them. That's a nice amount of hunted meat for us there as well. So look at all this wheat. Nice. We still got more coming in as well, and they're going to have the stuff in for it. This is already full, though, so I might change this to reduce. These storages don't have that much in, so we don't want these. We're going to say no to all the actual goodies other than these seeds, and then no to wheat as well. So we'll have just the straw and just the wheat in there. Now, straw is good because that means we can unlock the next one. So thatching as an example, all we need is to create the straw, and we've got that. Same with animal husbandry. I still don't know how we get the dogs in, though, for the hunters' camps and stuff. I got 14k of these. Laws of faster extracting. Expanded annual planning. Let's get that in as well. And then we've got the other 2. So that's the extraction speed of all resources is 10% quicker. 1 slot added for approval annual plans. And we have an attack finally from this way, and it is mammoths again. So I think we're going to struggle because I haven't got anything defensive set up over here. I say struggle, it's not going to be, it'll be fine. We'll just have to fight on foot. We're going to have to turn off the defenses here, and we're going to have to deal with this in direct combat. Let's see how we get on. We've got one singled out, so he should go down pretty quick. Yeah, look how quick they went down. Holy moly. Shouldn't be too concerned because we just have an insane number here, don't we? You guys probably need to move in a bit, though. Get amongst it, please. Get involved. And that is just going to keep us going with a lot of food. I like it when it's the animals. I can't lie. Last one, and that should be job done. Let's get, as they've attacked from this direction as well, let's make sure we've got an angle here too. So we'll set up something via this. We'll have a little gateway through there. So I'm thinking we have the log gate in there. And then we'll get in a couple of defensive points. Let's go for 4. By the entrance bit as well. And then, I mean, we're pretty covered then, aren't we, with everywhere. So they can only come in this section. This will be walled off. I'm going to get another defensive corner here. This defensive corner here, and then something in this bit, and we should be good. Okay, we got vegetable cultivation. I'm going to unlock that. That means we can make cabbage seeds as well, right? So if we go into the farming hut, I think if we find them, we can make them. And let me tell you, cabbages are going to be a good one. So I'm quite happy with that. I will probably get another storage shed next to this one for one more lot. And then I'll surround more farms down this way. It doesn't need to be next to this hut, but it is the way to do it, I think. Just going to get some other stockades going along this back road here as well. Oh, we've already got fruit cultivation now as well, so we can plant the apples and pear trees. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to unlock it yet. I'm actually waiting for the straw. I don't want to confuse myself too much, so I just want to make sure we get down this. Ore extraction obviously is really important, so I'm going to get another copper pickaxe, hopefully. Are we out? We need to go to 6. We've got some copper, haven't we? Let's go to 8 on that then. Actually, you know what? Let's go to 10. And then we can get that one unlocked. And then that means we can do the deep mining of these. There we go. Ore extraction is done. So let's go into extraction now. There should be an ore digger camp. Look at this. So we'll get this baby in here to clear this section out. And that should get rid of all of these. Not sure what happens with the copper veins. Mines, so you can get infinite from that. Main one is just to clear out that bit though, then we can have our section sorted. We're just starting to get cabbage seeds in as well. I think next time we've got 40 seeds. We're making a lot of bread now. I think we're okay to get more garden beds in, and I'm gonna attach them in to this. Yep, we're good. So I'm just gonna bring these guys over to stand behind them, to be honest. I'll let them kind of do their thing. They are coming around this way, so we should just wait here. So that we're not blocked off there. That's still fine though, right? If you think about it, before they even get over, they are fine and dandy to be killed. And the key, I think, is to make sure you kill them one by one as they're coming in like that. Oh, you're absolutely melting them. Very, very nice, guys. Thank you. All of the lovely, lovely meat for me again. So realistically then, we should probably focus on our gate. Actually, over here, we can't get the gate in. I might want to change this then. Might have this as a ledge they can't get through, and then put the gate this side. Maybe there? Yeah, and we'd be annoying. We put foundations in here. They won't be able to do anything. Yeah, let's do that. Get the foundations covered all the way across. So the only way through is around this section, and then we won't go any further. What I'll do actually is cancel that. We'll put the gate down this way, and then we've got a bit more room to work with, and we'll get the stockades kind of going. I want the towers behind the stockades, and I'm going to try that out. Now this is a lot of wood, well aware of that, but we're going to go with something like that, and we'll start building it across. And I can probably get rid of these, and we'll use those logs for this section. And I think I'm okay with cutting down some of these. Alrighty guys, you're going to have to ignore the absolute mammoth that is these terraformed pieces. Now the ones that we dug down in, when I reloaded the game, basically they all shot up into the sky. I've submitted a bug report, so there's no way I can kind of bring them down. I've tried reloading, a couple of different saves, it's not working. So nothing else is broken. We are going to continue and get to this 100 days here. So I'm going to continue getting the wall done, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, just going to have to pretend it's not there. It's kind of funny actually. Oh, hopefully, yeah, that gets sorted. It is a bug clearly, so I have submitted that to be looked at. Now, good news is we've got a bunch of sticks and stuff here. I'm going to get the wall finished this end. We're going to get a few more towers up, and we are good to go. I remember we'll have this farming very soon and unlocking quite a few more things. So I'm going to have to play from this side, I think, just so we don't have to ignore this. Natural defensive wall. That does mean that you're going to be able to terraform this high if you really wanted to then, right? The fact that it's letting it go up there. So this corner is done. I need to just join these guys in. So I think what I'll do is have, honestly, this raised through there. Then we're going to have the walls come this way. And I'm just going to have to do it in a way that we'll build the wall where we can. It's nice that you can do it like that, right? So it'll hit all the way around. It's going to cost us quite a bit, though, I think. But we'll work on it as much as we can. And maybe a second mining pit, I think, is the right thing to do. Ore diggers camp, let's go. Yeah, that's good. We'll get another one, because I want to clear this out as quick as possible. And these guys here, where the road is, I'm going to go ahead and cut down the trees. And then the other ones, we're going to gather the sticks out of the way as well. Now, I was thinking about on the world map, look, we can officially go and get the carrots because of the carrot glade. So that's what we're going to do. On the scout camp, we're going to send them out to the world map. We're pretty low on food, so we are going to need to sort something, and mainly going to be some food gathering out and about, to be honest. Now, good news is there is plenty on the map for us to grab, so we'll just make sure that that is exactly what they're doing. All of this is fine. And these guys on the global map, we are going to send them out. I think we can't do animal husbandry yet, so we can't do those ones, but that is how I assume we're going to be able to get, like, cattle and stuff. I do think we could also extend a few more tents, and I'm going to put some at the top here. Maybe get 4 more up there. Now just remember, look, they can't come in this bit. So they can't get up on this water. So the only way in is there, look, which is awesome. So we are completely walled in once this bit's done. I'll be very unconventionally, but I think it's the right play. It's so hard to play the other way around when you've been playing one way. I don't know if you guys do that when you're playing games too. But I'm trying my hardest to make sure it's spun around. Now, resource-wise, looking fantastic, I think. All of these are set in a really good manner, so just double-checking. I think we're okay, aren't we? Yep, clothing's all good. Just need those pelts to be mixed up. Oh, these can grab the tin. I've just seen these camps can grab the tin already. It's not something we can do yet, but anyway, day 77 as well. Absolutely flying. It's awesome. I just need to get in. So if we got that... primitive metallurgy. So that's the... what does this allow us to make then? Copper hammer, a bloomery, ancient smithy, charcoal pile, and tin. So we're going to explore that one. Okay, enemies approaching. We're not quite ready for this. I haven't even got my towers up. So we're going to have to fight these directly face on. We've got the numbers though, so it shouldn't be a problem. There isn't too many coming, is there? No. And production-wise then, off the back of this, we're going to need charcoal. I think what I'm going to do is start these a little bit out this way. Maybe not there. Let's go somewhere over here. And then we've got the ancient smithy. Now these are a little bit further away, so we'll need to plan for that. And then we've got the bloomery, and I'll get the bloomery just there as well. What I will do is also get a road in. There's a lot of building we're doing here, so we need to factor that in as well. That should be okay. That's just a ramp there, so we'll get that moving across to the bonfires and the storage section through there as well. Hopefully everyone's geared. They're all eating. What are you guys doing? Need you to get your weapons, please. This isn't good. We should be fine anyway. We've got a good amount over here. 41 to be precise, so we should be able to kill all these just fine anyway. Another load of weapons for us, hopefully. Nah, we'll be okay. Bring these guys over as well. And all of you, because it's been switched off. I don't think we lost anyone. And they didn't oh, no, they didn't destroy anything. Look at all this. There's going to be loads. Loads of clothing and stuff. Good job, guys. It looks like our wheat is here. So fruit cultivation we're going to explore just so it's done. Let's have a look at thatching then. We need 3 more pieces of straw. So 1 more batch will take us all the way down into these. We're starting to need prosperity though, but we're almost in Bronze Age for all of these actually. Now fruit cultivation, honestly, I want to see where that one is then. Okay, so we've got pear trees, apple trees, and a poplar. So we can grow our own trees. Okay, that's good. So this area over here then, we probably want to turn into a forest if possible. It only requires sticks. And then we need pear seeds and apple seeds, which I'm assuming is in here. Good. This is actually pretty awesome. We don't have pears, but we can do apples. So I'm thinking we get a bunch of apple trees next to gatherer huts this side. And then we say just don't ever cut these guys. So if we just get a bit of a forest going there, they'll slowly get those guys in. Yep, looks like they are planting the trees too. So we'll have a bunch of trees coming in this bit. That's awesome. It looks like have we started? Oh, okay. No apple trees started yet. We do need to keep gathering all of these sticks as well. Now we have 61 straw. That means I should have these. Yes, we've got thatching. Beautiful. So that is large ancient hut. Ancient hut. What's that one? I don't even know what that is. And we've got animal husbandry. Let's unlock that one. Let's unlock thatching. So thatching itself, I'm assuming we can hit an upgrade on this. We can. Let's try it. So I have to slowly go through these. They are 3 straw a pop. But we're going to go into our first thatched building. And more carrot seeds and a bit more honey. Those carrot seeds are going to come in really handy. I'm going to collect as many as I can because I want separate farms for these. So we're going to go garden bed. And honestly, I'm going to do around this. What I'm going to do is say, do carrots. And I think we're getting more and more thatching as well. So what's warehouses? 100 straw. Nice. So we need to keep some to hand, and we'll need prosperity. And we got plenty of houses now. So I'm going to, yeah, work to get some of these upgraded. It was a big task to get the walls done, wasn't it? But I think we're okay. Got a little bit more through there. Got one more piece there, and that's pretty much it. We'll have our defenses by the gates. And it looks like I can hit this section up once I've gathered those. Now, I'm going to hit up a few more primitive workshops now as well. I think if we get a few of these in, productivity will be much quicker. So I'm going to go for 2 more, and we're just going to enable them on pretty much everything. So we'll just start getting in quite a few materials here. So we're good on everything other than knives, and I think knives might be slowing us down just that little bit. But there's our first ancient hut. Look at that thing. That'll be nice and warm. But we're good on clothing now anyway. We're all fine. Right, the smithy then. It looks like we can do the copper stuff in here rather than doing it in the primitive workshops. So we're going to turn off, I think it's this one, isn't it? We're going to turn on the other stuff, and then in the smithy, we're going to sort it. So charcoal, 4 logs into that. Wow, this is crazy. Probably only want 1 in there then. And then the bloomery, we're going to say get some copper ingots. So 1 copper, 3 copper, 1 charcoal makes 4 ingots. We'll probably want to smelt that permanently because we're moving into this. Ah, so 1 stick, 1 ingot makes 2 knives. So as long as we set a good limit on these, should be pretty good. The hammers, I'm not sure what we'll need. Probably, what do they do? Just work speed. There we go. Get all that set up. Does mean I'll need to keep on top of the tree chopping as well, though. So what we'll do is start cutting down these ones out here. All right, we got the ancient warehouses now too. I'm hoping these things are a bit bigger. Required resources is quite considerable more, so it would be nice. Let's get a couple of these moving out this way, I think, because we've got those primitive workshops done. We'll probably enable the other stuff. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need these. Now that I think about it, we're going to go on to the copper. I think what we'll do is just have them doing generic bits. That'll do. Got 1 person in there. I don't want to upgrade too many. I want to keep hold of my straw for now, just so I can build some of these ancient warehouses. And then, honestly, we should be fine. I think these might be able to get upgraded too. So we'll go for an upgrade in these as well. And that's where the baskets and clay pots come in quite handy, right? But there we go. Back out of the winter. We are due to be attacked in a moment. So let's also go ahead and get 1 more wall piece in there. Right, me doing that, though, brought the water in this way. So I'm going to go 1 more this side, 1 more this side. I'm going to slowly edge this in. So we want the walkway to be through here. And here we go. What have we got coming in then? Let's get everyone back straight away, please. Let's gear up. I'm going to just slow it down and get these set. So we can have multiple defenses. We should come towards the gates and stuff, but I don't know if we're going to be in time. They are getting to it, so that's good. Going to fight them inside the walls so we can get their drops. There we go. Get them, guys. Get stuck in. Absolute mullers. What are you doing? Come here. You can come around to these guys. That's it. You fling from over there. They're quite armoured, though. We're taking a bit of a hit here. No, nothing too crazy. I think we're fine. Nice, easy kill. Well done, guys. So hopefully these will be ready on the next one. But we need this walled off, don't we? We've got 74 logs. I'm going to continue to get those down, though. It is important. Let's crack into day 86. Yeah, I'm thinking 100 days. We see where we're at. Guys, if this is something you do want to continue to see, or a new run, it'll probably be a new run because of the bugged thingies. We'll wait for the bug fixes to come in, and then we'll try it again. But you'll have to let me know, guys. That is how I determine whether a game was successful or not. Obviously, just let me know. But yeah, the plan was the 100 days anyway, to have a little bit of gold. Just get a feel for it. Bring this game into the rotation for the channel, you know. For now, I think it's great. There is a few planned updates, so I feel like it is a no-brainer. Fits the channel really well, doesn't it? But all of your input, massively, massively appreciated. All right, we got back at the carrot glade, so another 4. So how many have we got? 8 carrot seeds, I think. No, 10 carrot seeds. We are close enough, so may as well go see what's over here as well. But we will get them back soon. I just realised when none of this was being built, it all seemed to have been paused. I think it's because we've run out of logs a few times. I don't recall pausing that unless I did it by accident. So hopefully today this final bit will be done and they will path correctly. Yeah, we're about to get huge harvests again anyway, and the guys out on the map are also good. Another load, so that's 14 carrot seeds. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there is little ancient ruins there. We may as well grab that as well. And I'm seeing the hammers and stuff coming in. So got copper axes, copper pickaxes, and the copper hammers. So all looking nice. I think this hunter hut is struggling. We'll wait because they do migrate in. We've still got this one working down here, but can be a little bit slow. We need a nice mammoth attack. That'd be fantastic. But this prosperity is super good right now anyway. Getting another 4 every day. 0 to 6. It seems to be somewhere in between. Worth noting that apples will slowly come in off these as well. Look, we are slowly but surely making those seeds and getting it going. But it looks like wheat harvest and stuff is about to pop. And there's flax. We can unlock that one. There's bronze tools. Well, check me out. We are officially into the Bronze Age. Oh, I don't think we're going to hit Iron Age in this one, but it could come close. Bronze tools then. We'll need to start mining up. So if we go extraction or digger camp, we can hit up this tin. So I'll start with that. Not going to lie though, I really want these warehouses. We need 5 more pieces of straw, which we should have tomorrow. And there we have it. This is all done and ready now. So we have a defensive line. Completely and utterly. I wonder if they can get through there. I don't reckon they can. But yeah, mostly we want to fill the water trench all the way along. So they have to come at this. Right, they're coming up this way now. So let's get everyone ready. Let's see what happens. So we have villagers out here. We're going to need to get you guys back. So that would be fantastic if you could all just get home, which they are. Sorry about that. And it looks like these guys should be the ones that we populate. I'm going to undo the other ones. Oh, they're in. I wasn't paying attention, but they are coming. So towers do a good job at thinning them out a little bit, which is good. They're coming straight for my people anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. As you come in, well done, guys. Nice little flurry. I wasn't quite ready, so need to have the towers just good to go. I think they thinned the herd a bit. They're coming in pretty strong. Look at this armor they're wearing. They have bronze armor and a bronze spear. So that's kind of concerning. I would say you probably want to scale up a little bit slower than what I'm doing, but I'm trying to see the most as I can in these days. But we're still winning. We've got the numbers, haven't we? You guys need to get stuck in. You guys may as well come down and fight as well. Okay, absolutely fine. Well, good news is we're going to get the swords and stuff off that. So can't complain too much. We need to probably set up linen fabric when we can. There isn't going to be that much yet, but we'll have it on the board. Global map's good again. These guys are absolutely killing it. It's fantastic. Let's keep going. What is that one? Vegetable. Glade with turnip and beans. Ooh, hello. We don't have vegetable cultivation too, but it's good to know. So the scouting, you'll have to go quite far out to make sure you get everything, right? And we have the prosperity for warehouses. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful stuff. So let's have a look at these then, because they've got to be much bigger. Granary makes a lot of sense now. So you should be able to pull in granaries for food. And I'm going to put them over this way. And then big warehouse, I'm going to stick this side. And those guys, honestly, I'm going to have to break some of these down to get a warehouse in. But if we can fit any at the top here, that's actually a really good place for them. We'll get 2 in there as well. And just really start to get space utilized a bit better. I don't think we can take the flax seeds. Is there anything? Beer gives max prosperity per use, actually. I think I'm going to bring these guys home. So carpentry is actually really easy here. That unlocks quite a lot of stuff. Log smithy, log hut. So I guess we'll have log warehouses for that storage. Log workshop, log tailor huts? No idea. That must mean we can have them planned automatically and stuff, maybe. But we actually only need logs and copper axes and 15,000 prosperity, though. To get into some of these is pretty damn long going. So, wow, that would take ages. Longbow sounds pretty cool as well. We actually almost have everything for that. So it is just a prosperity number. And laws, we're not able to go through any of these because I need to save the prosperity for everything else. Oh, you can make straw. I'm an idiot. I'm going to queue it up then. We'll make some. And that's how you make the fertilizer. So compost, bone can be made into compost to make them grow quicker as well. I'm going to get a couple of smaller plots here. So this one is going to be our flax. There we go. So thinking about this, I think the way to go about this game is to pick one of these at a time and just see if you can make it work. Now, this is fine. We just need to get our prosperity up. And I found the good way to get that up is just crafting and collecting. It shoots up massively. So literally just constantly gathering food out on the map is amazing for it. So this I forgot to change. So tin ore there, we'll start smashing that out. I might get 2 of those, although I don't know if we're going to need it. If we look at the bloomery, I'm going to have one doing that. We can go tin ingots and then bronze ingots, which requires the other one. So we're going to need multiple bloomeries. So what I'm going to do is get 2 more. So I'm going to put 1. Let's go... You know what? Down here. Let's get 2 more there. And then what we'll do is get another ancient workshop next to this one. Get a little bit of a road coming through here so we can continue that down. And we're good. I might go for a little bit longer, guys. I don't know. I'll go till the end of this play session. We shall see. Just want to continue it on and get these unlocked. And this one's going to be tin. I don't know how many we'll do. Maybe 40. That's okay, I think. This one's just hammering them out anyway. We'll probably say 100 of those. Once these come in, we'll get these switched over as well. So we'll say bronze ingots. We want 50. And then the ancient workshop. Don't think we can do anything with this. Tool handle. Right, we're obviously going to need some of those, so let's get some tool handles. And then I don't see, I'm guessing the ancient smithy. Yeah, there's the bronze knives. I've got the... It's actually not the ancient workshop I need. It's, although I'll keep that. Although no, they get upgraded via these. I'm going to get rid of that one. It's actually the ancient smithy we need, so we'll get that in. Into day 99 though. Let's go. Look at our trees. Our trees have grown. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if we can manually do things, but I'm going to cut some of these down so we've got it opening out a bit as well. This is going to be done very soon. Just waiting for the rest to come in. And then hopefully tin ingots will be smashing out as well. Looks like they're just gathering what they need. And there we go. And we are crafting our first bronze ingots. Our people are back. So we're going to enter the city now. We should have everything back out. I do want to send some more out, but I think we're good. Oh, enemy approaching. All right. So they should come at this one then. So I'm going to make sure all of these are off. And we will go to battle. Let's get everyone in. Let's see. Down you shall go. Give me your linen clothing. Yeah, they're coming at the gate, look. Oh, they're coming around here. Okay. They can fit up there. That's fine. Choke point. Choke point. Let's go. Let me get them to throw at these ones down here. Get it. We can open the log gate. Maybe keep the gate open. I should have walled that little back bit. But we are absolutely fine. And just taking everything in our stride. Let's go. Chase them. Get them, boys. The ranged, not so good, to be honest. They just tickle them. But they're not doing much damage back to us. So there we go. All done. Oh, no, we're not. There's one knocking about in here. What's he doing? Get him, guys. Get him, boys. Oh, it's funny. And let's get in to day 100. Whew. Right, this ancient smithy then is going to do some... Actually, we don't want any of those. We need bronze knives to unlock the next one. This is exactly what I was saying. So if we open research to get onto mines, it's pickaxes. Carpentry is copper axes. Bronze weapons requires us to do 15 bronze knives, get some bronze ingots, and make some bronze axes. So we're going to want multiple. I'm going to say go to 10 of those. We'll go 10 of those, and we'll get 10 pickaxes as well. That's obviously going to take quite a lot of doing. But we have some tin. We've got the copper. So what we want to do then in these guys is also set the tin up. So we can have a second lot of tin. I'm going to get a second lot of... I'm going to keep going, by the way, guys. I can't help myself. I'm going to get a second lot of tin going from here. And before it gets into the bad places, it is August. So we're going to go ahead and take all the food for all of that lovely, lovely prosperity that's going about. Because it does help. And we've got apple tree growth. That's awesome. So if we can find apples on here, we should be able to make the seeds. Let's go. Day 101. I am looking. So carrots should start to be planted now. Have we got those in there? That's the flax bed, isn't it? This is carrots here. So we are growing some, I think. Or will be once they come in. Let's get that high priority. Let's go. Although they only plant in spring, actually, so not too much we can do there. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. Screw it. Why not? We can deal with this silly line. But I am going to go out on the map. That bloomery needs populating. We need... going to send a team out on the scout map. And we are going to continue on. So let's go more this way then. Because we haven't really done too much there. Oh, yeah, everything else is cleared out. We did see... beets and peas on that one. We've got turnips and beans over there. We did all this bit, didn't we? There's a couple of things we didn't grab from that ancient dungeon. Iron spear and some blueprints. But other than that, we're fine. And let's go ahead and get that wall piece in there and a wall piece in there. So they truly can't get across. And I'm going to get in a couple of more of these guys. So we're going to go for 1 or 2 there. So there's like a bit of a choke point. I think I need some more warehouses, so I'm going to get one more that in too. Yeah, I think out on the map is going to be how we find that milk, isn't it? Unless you can, like, find the animals and tame them out on the map. But I have no... yeah, there isn't anything, like, you know, in Dawn of Man where you can tame them. I don't see any options for that. I've just dumped in 4 fishing huts just dotted around the edges as well to bring that in. And here we go, back in winter again. I think clothing should be all right. I'm looking, and honestly, not so bad. But just in case, we'll queue up a couple of manual extra clothing. So we have the prosperity. That one just requires the carrots. We have no bronze axes, no bronze knives. But we do have quite a good amount of ingots coming in. So the main one then is, what do we need? I think we need the handles, don't we? So we need to turn on the tool handles. And these need upgrading. So I'm going to hit upgrade on all of our ancient boys. That was why we're not making anything. All right, see the handles coming in. We got a nice little surplus now, which is fantastic. So let's turn these on too. We'll just start smashing out this stuff. And they're honestly making pretty quick. So there we go. There's carpentry. I want to explore this and see what this is all about. So if we go production now. Used to craft metal tools, weapons, and armor. That's the log smithy. We have the log workshop. So designated residents can produce various tools. Tools speed up the work of the settlers. And then log tailor hut. Oh, it's an improved version of these. Okay, I think we can upgrade them then. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go for log workshop here then. I'm going to high priority that one. And we're going to see how well that thing can produce. Because when you stop, they stop doing all this as well. Alrighty, let's see. So these guys getting upgraded is helpful. So moving forward quite nicely. How are we doing on the global map? Oh, pear forest. There's the pears. We'll take those. That's a good start. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to find them out on the map. And now our tailoring huts are done, so we're going to turn everything back on. Nice. We can go up one more with these to the next one. But I might hold fire. Now, copper ore completely gone from these guys now, so I'm going to take these guys out because they can't do anything. Now, we have quite a bit, so I don't need to necessarily get them in at the moment. We actually have what we need. So mines are not far off. We just need to make a bunch of bronze pickaxes. We've almost got the bronze knife stuff for bronze weapons, but we'll need to get prosperity up again. I don't want bronze weapons yet. None of that really matters. Log structures, though. Or a log bridge and a watchtower. Ah, now we're talking. And then there's brewing. So this log structures one's to get your proper setup. So you dig out all your water and put in a bridge over the top. That's pretty damn cool, isn't it? And there we go, back into a lovely day. I'm hoping we can start scavenging up. So immediately you get one lot of apples. We want to start making these into seeds still. So I can finish off my forest over this way. How are we looking? They seem to be uncovering quite a bit over here. So we'll continue grabbing everything. It seems you can get technology from these little glades as well. What's that? So that's the pear forest. That's the vegetable cultivation 2. As a neighbouring settlement. I wonder if the neighbouring settlements allows us to get animals potentially. Right, let's have a look at this one then. So we're doing the Bronze Age ones. Precise clothing production. Quick workshop production. That's what we want. So all of these camps are completely empty. So we've done with the tin as well. We're looking pretty good on numbers anyway. So I don't need any more until we get the deep mines. A little bit of flax from these. So I'm going to continue going through. And our second scout camp, we can send another team out. And I think we'll come this way. See if there's anything out in the depths. We've actually got our log storehouse too. What is this? Log granary is even bigger. Ooh, we might want to upgrade these then. A log warehouse. How big's that one? That's the large one. Okay. Don't necessarily need to go to them yet then. We can stay on thatch for now. Right, we're going to bring in more smithies now. I'm going to go for another one this end and another one just in here as well. Actually want a little road on these. And then I'm thinking a small storage in this bit. If I can get this baby in, we are laughing because then we're getting the pickaxes in. I thought it was going to take longer than it is. This isn't bad at all. We're getting close to the mines. I just need to finish this one up. As I say, we can't do any of these just yet anyway. Flax is a little ways off because we just need to make sure that these guys actually, I want to turn these off for a moment. So all of these, we need to make sure we're making flax seeds with the flax that we bring back. We have another attack, so let's gear everyone up. And we'll get all of our defensive structures good and we'll get them moving towards them. I won't do these ones. Numbers are pretty big now. Just need you guys to man the towers for me just to hold them there. Good job. Then everyone else will get in. We'll send them over. They should hold just fine whilst we wait. They're gonna spread out, I think. Yeah, they are. Okay, good. Let's go, everyone. Yeah, we're able to hold pretty well in the towers, it looks like. These guys are sabotaging to come up here, though. Look. So these little ledges, they are able to get up. I probably need to close that one I missed there. But the boys are in town, so we're okay. Let's stop them doing anything here. We'll single these out and we'll get to the main gates. I think we're absolutely fine, though. In you go, boys. The fighting mechanics are actually pretty impressive for these for one person developing it, if I'm honest. Let's go here, guys, so you can kill these. Because they seem to be burning down my fences. You guys could deal with that. That'd be great. I don't know if you can put them down or not, or they just burn down. Can they not get down this hill? I don't think they can, you know. We can't get down there. Ah, maybe I didn't think this through then. You seem to be able to make... Oh, no, they can. I don't know. They're just being weird. Seems to be a couple running rampant in our town, though. There we go. Job done. It does burn them down. Okay. Good to know. He actually took out one of the towers, too. Now, they wouldn't be able to do that if I built this properly. I completely missed that one foundation piece there. And out on the map, sorry, not to forget, we've got the neighbouring settlement. There you go. They do give a little bit of flax, which appears to be a very rare resource as well. So I'm going to bring that home now. We have 5 flax that we need to turn into seeds. So that's what we'll do. And we probably need to get the extra ovens and stuff going as well. So let's get a couple of these over this way by the granary. And we'll get a couple more millstones over this side as well. Okay, we're on 92 pop. I'm not going to go any higher for now. I think we're good. We've got everything we need. I'm just upping my bread and flour production now across the board, which is good. The last millstone is coming in. Let's get some people working on that so we can finish it, though. There we go. And we'll get all that flour going because we have an insane amount now. These guys haven't discovered anything over here, so we'll continue them on. But yeah, all in all, look at these carrots. Oh, nice. There we go. We can explore vegetable cultivation too, which would allow us to get this new stuff. Honestly, though, I don't need it. I'm saving my prosperity for this because we're about to get mines, which I think is more important. We can't get any of these until we move forward. So yeah, mines make a lot of sense to me. And there we go. Let's unlock the mines. So we're going to come into extraction here. And I think, yep, tin mine. I think it needs to go on top of it. So we're going to get one of... should we get 2? Let's get 2 tin mines and 2 copper mines. Now, the copper mines have to go outside. I think that's okay. We get 2 there as well. That will continue these guys on. And I'm going to get another tower at this end. Looking really good now. Look at this. Even more wheat coming. And we've got good carrot seeds, good cabbage seeds, good wheat seeds. So all in all, pretty damn good. I need to keep my tree chopping going. So we basically need to cut them down. And I don't see a way to automatically replant them. Other than just doing a bunch of them really quickly. Just so we can keep doing them. But charcoal is an issue. There's no way to automate the trees. But look at that, 1.1k food. We got 12 days worth of food now. So we're really, really good for the winter. We are being attacked, though. I'm not quite ready for this one. Let me steady on. We'll keep that going. These guys, I have a feeling... No, they're not going to be able to get around that. Let's turn these off. The attacks are ramping up quite considerably here, so we've got to be really, really careful. We've got the 4 towers here, the 2 towers there. We should be all right. I think they're just waking up, though. Not ideal. Let's go, guys. Stop what you're doing. Got defensives sort. Gonna get caught out here. Yeah, they came from pretty close by, didn't they? Get up in the towers, and then we can hold them here. Good. That does split them out a bit. And then we'll get these guys over. Get up there! Get up there! They're burning down quite a bit. Oh, the fires are quite considerable now. I think we're okay, though. The being walled off is really sending them into a bit of a spiral, but I think we're fine here. They're burning down my blinking tents, aren't they? Well, we're battering them anyway, so it's fine. There we go. There seems to be... Oh, no, he's dead too. So, the log gates, I think you can manually do them. There's no way to officially, like, sort them. But it looks like this... There are ways to this that we could do. I'd actually be tempted to try and force them into one gate at a time, but it does make them burn down the walls. I'm just going to fully do this. I'm just looking at some of this. Actually, you know, all of this down here, this is going to take ages. Look at this prosperity score that you're going to need to continue this on. I think having more people in helps with more prosperity too, but that is really, really expensive from across the board here. So there is quite a bit. Just to get down to these would cost a fair bit, man. That's okay. I think they're almost home. These guys pulling in some bronze goodies. We'll continue on them. So yeah, you do got to consider quite a lot of prosperity. I think that's easy enough if you just keep building your population at this large log hut. You know what? I'm doing it. Let's get them in. We got this whole back bit. Let's just go for a few log huts down there. Got people living still under leather and people's their nice log cabins. Right, our guys are back, so we'll bring those in and then we can hopefully turn that flax, wherever it is, into some seeds. We've got 5, so we want that to be the first thing you do, please, guys. Get that flax going. You guys do flax there. And there they are. Perfect. We have flax seeds, so hopefully we can now really up that for when we go in. Which means we'll unlock a lot of these. So wool processing is going to be that one, but obviously we can't do any wool until we find some animals, I'm assuming. Again, not sure. They have to be somewhere. And look at these beauties. Absolute units. Those log huts right there. Check me out. I feel good. I feel really good. I can't wait to get into the actual higher ones from this log structures. Actually, we're nearly there. I should probably save for this so we can get the upgraded towers and stuff. That would be pretty cool. We're being attacked and I'm not ready though. Well, I am if they come this way. Then we're going to turn off all these. We should be all right to go in these ones. If they come this way. Well, that was awkward. There we go. We'll get into that defensive position there. We'll see how we get on. They're going to come at these anyway, hopefully. There's not much for them to burn down in here, so it should be pretty hard work for them to do anything. Yeah, like that. They're just getting absolute plowed as they come through. Give me your linen clothing. Thank you very much. I don't think we can do that on the global map whilst they're fighting, but here we go. Get out there. Kill them all. Kill them all, because they're trying to burn stuff. If you can stop them before the fire comes in, I think you're good, right? That one's going to burn down. So multi-layered walls makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So if they burn down the one, you can keep them going. But we're holding just fine. We've got the numbers to accommodate, really. There's a couple more stragglers that will go down very quickly. Wow, there's loads coming in, actually. There's a whole trail of them. Look, they just keep coming. Right, out on the map, then. I don't think these guys are going to find much luck. We're not able to go out onto the sea tiles, so we'll keep going. Still no animals, though. I wonder if... So, let me just double check this animal husbandry here. We have it. What am I doing? So, I need to go over to these. So, let's actually change this up. This whole time I've been doing it wrong. Let's actually get these guys to come over to this. What's that one? Well, you may as well grab that ancient ruins on the way. And then we'll see if that animal husbandry allows us to get some sort... It might be random animals that you can get, maybe? That'll be the same for my hunting dogs. Here we go. We have bronze weapons. We have vegetable cultivation too. I don't want to get any of those yet. I want to save up 50,000 though. It's so far away. Bronze weapons, then bronze equipment, which requires some kind of leather. which I'm assuming we're going to need to get down these ones before we can do anything anyway. Brewer's Hut and Tavern. Yeah, there's loads you can do. It's actually really, really impressive how much stuff there is. Let's go out on the map, though. These guys are doing well. We'll continue on our little journey to the animals. We have an insane amount of ores and stuff, and these just continually doing their job. It's great. So looking really solid. We got 42 bronze sickles. Did I find them from somewhere? I didn't even know. People trying to fight me with bronze sickles. Oh, I've got it on automatic. You donut. Don't need loads of those. Move on to something else. Just making stupid amount of sickles. Did see this whole time. We have something called the ancient barn that we aren't doing. I wonder if you need one of these. I mean, let's get it in and let's see. Let's get this high priority. And there we go. 103 settlers. Lovely. So let's go out and get some more of this food picked. We've got loads anyway, but I'm going to continue to do it. It's playing a huge role in just getting everything up. It's quite handy, really. And these guys just doing their thing, so why not? Look at all this farm stuff coming in. How's my flax looking? 67%. So if you're looking, guys, one seed will produce, planting 6 hours, grows for 6 days, harvests 4 hours. You get 6 flax from one seed and then 1 flax seed back as well. So you get quite a lot. But what I need to build is a bit of a surplus. So I'm thinking across some of these, honestly, I might be able to turn one of these into something else. I'll let the carrots finish. Most of these, though, like, we definitely want to keep, don't we? Maybe this one. Could be flax as well, or cabbage. We're sitting on cabbage seeds, so we should probably do that. There's the animal barn. So this has animal limits. Oh, let's get this ready. That is a lot of nomads. My guess is they're going to come this way. Right, we are ready in the towers. I have no idea which way they're going to go, but we are stood on the towers ready to fight. These guys are going to path straight to us. I think they can get around here, though. I'm just going to get my guys ready. Yeah, they can. So we're going to stand at this entrance point here and just kill these. Let's get all the ones that try and come in. So if they try and destroy buildings, they can't. Let's go get these guys. Get them! Not burning anything down. Let's go. Yeah, we're good. When they spread themselves out like that, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, they do seem to rip through them quite quickly, so it's fine. There we go. Job done again. Yeah, they do get through these walls very quickly. And actually, it's not so bad. The trees do grow pretty quick, guys, so you can just keep replanting. I just wish there was a way to auto do it. That would be nice. And then I think as we get some more apple trees in, we're okay to continue this on. So I'm going to go for a few more. Keep getting this bigger. That's actually proving pretty useful with the gatherers' huts on it. There we go. Good amount of flax seeds coming again, so hopefully we can keep multiplying that as they make them. It wasn't enough. They haven't quite finished this off yet, so we need them just to harvest this. I think they're getting the last bits in. They are. I see them there. Nice amount of flax seeds, so the next one is going to be good. So that means we'll be right down in here. Look, my goal, I think, is to get this, though. Sorry, the log structures. So 50k. Need it. Right, here we go, then. This is what matters. What did we get? 2 goats. There we go. This is going to be the milk. I'm an idiot. So it's actually really easy to get animals. Oh, so it's really not bad at all to get down there. And then even more. What did we get? 3 more goats. I was wondering if this is how you get the wild dogs. We're actually finding quite a lot over here as well. Let's grab that one and then we'll go home. Bring these goats back because we can fit 8 in this barn anyway. Ah, here you go. So if they eat bread, you get prosperity of 8 as opposed to 4 to the carriage. But carrots get a prosperity of 12. And the same with flour as they bake it. So bread gets actually a total of 14 prosperity as it's made, plus the wheat of 4 as well. So the more you get, the better. So as they eat it is how you get the prosperity. Now that I'm hovering over. Same with all of these as they're being crafted as well. So getting them in is a good thing. And now we're kind of this way. We could also consider upping some of these to get them in even more. We want to keep the knives coming. We are producing a stupid amount of these anyway. So productivity wise, we're looking fantastic. We're on 40,000 prosperity now. So actually increasing by about 2.2k per day. So it's actually not as high as you think. The more technology advanced your settlement is, the more prosperity you'll earn. These points can be spent on laws, annual plans. Yeah. So the more we do, the better. And then the extra 7 goats. Let's get home with them. And I kind of want to get some more We can go all the way up to log huts from these, actually. Let's get these upgraded. Because they added one extra slot for people. So all of these will give extra one slot in each. Let's actually slow down and take a look at some of these buildings real quick as well. Look at these log warehouses, look. Pretty cool, aren't they? And the smithies. I really like the look of these houses, though. And then we're just slowly getting some of these upgraded into the next tier. So they go into the thatched ancient hut. We actually want to upgrade them to the next one after that, though. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And we'll go into the log ones. And I need to do that across all of these storage tents and stuff as well. All right, we're just going to get a few of these from the plans. Clothing production being one of them. That should do for now. Notice I'm having to scroll this up, so I think it's because we have that many people in. So we've got 36 in stock plus the one on each people. That's why the numbers weren't right. I wasn't calculating it correctly because it wasn't. I don't think it counts the ones people are wearing. So if we look, we've got 109 people. We got 42 in stock, so that's 161 and counting. So when we get up to 180, it should stop. So if I put this down to 160 now, it should stop. Which makes a lot of sense. Now it all makes sense. I'll finish off that one as they were doing it, but you should see them fully not trying to do work. We'll see. I might be completely wrong. It looks that way, though. And look at these little houses, too. They look cool. Those log huts. Yeah, so you can get 3 into those ones. Very, very nice. Well, it is an attack again, and it's the same location, so I think we should be all right to get them all prepped and ready. I'm just going to send them out, if I'm honest. We're going to come over as quick as we can to fight via this, and that should stop them burning everything down. Nice and easy, actually, if you do it via that. They are burning all of this wall down, but it doesn't matter. I love that we just end up with loads of gear from it, though, which is kind of hilarious. All right, we're on the global map. Bring them in. So, we officially should have goats in here. There we go, 7. So I want to see them. Where are they? There they are. Oh, it took me way too long, guys. That is crazy. Oh, that is awesome, though. So this should then produce, I'm assuming, goat's milk, and they'll roam around in this area. Don't know if they need food or anything. It doesn't seem to be the case, and I don't know if they breed either. So we're about to hit our 50,000 for these log structures. That's exactly what I want. And there it is. We've got it. Log structures. What is the water mill? I guess that's to get your flour automatically, but this gives us the bridge and the watchtower. So let's have a look. Okay, we can't upgrade. That's interesting. So the watchtower is quite the considerably cooler building. If we get rid of a couple of these, let's try this out. So I'm going to put in the wall. And then we're going to put in the watchtowers. And I might even stick in a couple of watchtowers this end. So let's get one there, one there. We don't want these being burnt down, so we'll put them behind the fence, to be honest. They are much taller. And then we've got a log bridge. So, this is cool. So we can dig that in. And we can say you have to bridge to get in via that one point. So we could probably do it over here then. Right? We can dig out these zones. We can go down twice on that one. I'm going to need to move this hunting thing. Cool. We'll give it a go. I'm just slowly upgrading through the houses too, just to make them look a bit nicer, really. And these guys are digging this out. This is probably going to shoot them into the sky again, but that's fine. I want to get a bridge in there. Looks like once it's done, yeah, you get this like trench in there, which is cool. I do want to be able to hit that one twice, but I can't yet. Does seem to make it impassable, so you'd have to go all the way along, though, to get it done. You'd have to get rid of the hunter's hut. Take this one down. Let's get rid of that. We're being attacked from this side now. So we don't have the watchtowers in yet, which is a little bit annoying. Actually, it's not. It's fine. And prosperity going up nice and quick, so we'd be able to unlock this stuff. Let's go. Guys, let's get it in. I imagine they have better range in those towers and the better... yeah, look at that. There's one there. That looks awesome. Probably don't want to be populating all those guys. I need your numbers to fight with. Get everyone over, though. It should all be in place. There we go. Get them. Yeah, nice and easy. They're all dead. The other one's running off for a bit of fun, like a bunch of weirdos that they are. We can wait for you. We'll let those finish off. I've got all the wood in for them. Everything number-wise looks good. Let's get that one going. I don't think we need to do that anymore, guys. Yeah, those towers are super cool. It's a shame you can't hit upgrade on these. We'll have to move them out, but they are awesome. I imagine they have a lot more HP and better defensive. Yeah, look at that. Prosperity, 3,500 for the previous day. So just get the population up, man. Just start cultivating. It's pretty insane. We're just going through all of this. Just flowing in with all of these. Just so we can kind of build that bridge. It's really cool that you can manipulate how the how it all works, though. For sure. It's pretty awesome. I didn't actually mean to do that one, but here we are. That's okay. You can have an extra piece there. But you can effectively make it so they can't even get into your base. That is so cool. There we go. These guys are all the way down now. Look, so we have what is probably a safe way of saying this is the trench, right? So if we log bridge across, we can. Don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. I'll say the bridge has to come into this point. Now, one thing I am seeing is we did miss this. It did create a bit of a ledge there. It'd be cool if you could flow this into your base and then populate it with fish as well. But yeah, realistically, you could have just one entrance point and have all your defense on that. So we could bring this all the way across so they don't even look at this area, you know what I mean? We'll see when the bridge comes in because I'm not too sure on how that looks. So we're going to high priority that. Does look like they might do one piece at a time. And I'm not sure if they can even build on this weird ledge, actually. Unless you got to do the bridge first. Maybe I got it wrong. I'm not sure. Look at this food now. Ah, it's insane. Beautiful. Okay, I don't think log bridges work that way. So you can't physically do that unless I'm missing something here. So you'd have to raise it up one, then put the log bridge. But to raise it up, it does a whole big square. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Anyway, but guys, that's going to be where I end this one out, I think. We have managed to get through. We've got cattle now. Boom. Which unlocks the large barn, taming and breeding of cows, the wool processing. We had a really good look, didn't we? 140 days in. Obviously, guys, let me know your thoughts on it as well. I would love to do another one, actually, with everything I've learned in the near future once a couple of the bugs have been fixed. As always, though, guys, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, all of that lovely, lovely stuff. Really, really appreciate you being here. Have a good day. I'll catch you in the next one.